Welcome everybody, we're just about to get started here. Strap yourselves in for Circuit de la Sarthe French countryside action. If that's your type of thing. If it isn't, oops. Welcome everybody, it is round 1 season 2 of RacingSimRigs World Series here at the Circuit de la Sarthe, Le Mans, to you and me. We are just outside Lyon, France. Bonsoir, mon ami. Or if you're the Austrian sim racers, it's Guten evening in German? I'll just say Guten Tag. How about that? She toasty out there. Well, toasty for you and me that live in England. Oh, guten Abend. Vielen Dank, mon Freunde. Or meine Freunde. Guten Tag, guten Abend, Austrian sim racers. How are you doing? I think there's a few of the boys out for the Austrian sim racers. Qualifying is currently ongoing, but we might as well just take a look at the kind of start we're looking at here. Let's look at the 24 Hours du Mans. The track is currently sitting at 25 degrees Celsius with a track temperature of, well, 77 Fahrenheit. It's partly cloudy and a little bit of a wind to the west. The track length is 13.5 kilometers with an altitude just above 32 meters above sea level. Craig, of course, is here in the box with me, as always. Craig, how are we?
Bonsoir, Rob. Good Abend, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Le Mans. I'm doing fantastic. RacingSimRigs World Series Season 2, Season DOS, Season 2.
Eins, zwei. Das ist
yeah,
richtig,
yeah. I can't. My language goes down. I can't remember the numbers.
your language goes down.
GT3s are back in full force. We had the press day last week, an interesting press day at Silverstone, but the big guns are happening today. And I tell you, it's like the A28 motorway. For those who don't know, this is the A28, the motorway that runs by Le Mans. That's what it felt like when they were getting on their outlap for qualifying, because coming down the Gulf Straight there was a lot of queuing, people just trying to slow down and wait for a spot. They don't want to hold everybody up here, but at the same time they also don't want to then get themselves in the way. So the first cars that will be going across the line will be Dean Timms. This is the amateurs. Amateurs, all of them out on track on one go, 2 laps. The pros, again, out on track, 2 laps. Top 5 faster in each class, then go out for a couple extra laps. The hyperpole, as they call it. But let's just talk about Le Mans, because the 45-minute first race, mandatory pit stop, and then a 25-minute sprint race. Hence, this has happened every couple of weeks in the RSR. New format, if you remember last year, was an hour-long race last year. Now it's a 45 and a 25. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's really going to be fun. And of course, with these GT cars, it is going to be a slipstream battle, unless you're in a Ford, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a Ford, so I mean, still better than nothing.
Yeah, well, the Fords are really strong. We know that they haven't been doing good times in practice, mainly because not a lot of them are. I don't think a lot of them are showing their strength. You know what I mean? Dean Timms is the first car that will be setting a qualifying lap, providing he did not get a slowdown. He pulls over to one side. He got a slowdown and decided that's enough. Callum Beaumont though went across the line and he had a invalid lap, but Stephen Futters a 3:57.991, Andrew Miller 3:59.278. That's a BMW and a Ferrari respectively, and then Dennis Meisner in a BMW comes for a 3:58.308. Now we get Christian Fuchs in the Raidillon TV Ferrari, the 3:57.809. So I was wanting to say that the BMW might have the advantage here, but nope. It's there's no strength in the cars at the moment. But Simon Dodd 4 minutes 1:39, and Spencer Vick a 4:01.394. The times are flying in right now for their first laps.
Just seeing Christian Stuckel coming across the line. See what he sets. Car number 33. He actually didn't set a time, so he'll have to go around again to try and see if he can set a time. That is a very nice looking Z4, by the way.
The C4s are one of the nicest cars to look at. We've got a couple others crossing the line. As Fletcher for Valhalla setting an invalid lap. Peter Johansson will be the next car, the number 19 car. Trying to find him, and I have lost him. That's because he's there for 4:02.155. Morten Ferlandis will come across the line. I don't think he's going to have a valid lap again. I go down to look at them, and then they're going, yeah, another invalid. So this is.
Oh, there goes Joshua. Sorry, Joshua having a moment just coming through the Porsche curves. He's got an invalid lap if ever I've seen one. My trusty eyes see that he's made an oops.
How do you make an oops in this car?
Welcome to iRacing.
Well, welcome to iRacing. I was going to say, this is a tough track qualifying, mainly due to the off-track you can get. Remember, we're talking a real road surface here that gets turned into a racetrack. So there's not a lot of runoff. So you've got to be careful that you hit the curves right. And you see, Joshua Meyer there knows that he's going to be a bit slow there. Know he's messed up the Ford chicanes. Just decides that he will slow down and set himself up for this. So an invalid lap. Meanwhile, we'll just go over the first pole times. Harry Harvey, 3:56.349. Harry Wills, a 3:56.391. Then Christian Furtz, of course, that 3:57.809. Stephen Futters, 3:57.991. Marius Yankee, he's in a Ford, by the way, a 3:58.272. That's your top 5 so far. But, of course, these are the amateurs. These are the amateurs, so we do have the pros still to come, but a lot of these amateurs will be setting their second laps now.
And they'll set it, you know, pretty. They'll try and do it pretty quickly because I mean, it's a long track. This, so you only really get one shot, and if you mess up your first one, you're not gonna have a good time on your second, especially if you've well, iRacing don't do flat spots, but they certainly do tire temperatures, and if you've messed up the tire temperatures coming on the first lap by giving it some welly in the wrong direction, you definitely have a scuppered second lap. So there's a lot of Z4s actually. I just noticed this. There's a lot more Z4s than I'm used to, but that is a good thing.
Yeah, I know.
That is a good thing.
I know Oscar Copper was saying earlier in the week that the Z4 does have the issue with the redlining on the straights. We remember that last year with the McLaren as well. I said it again. It's last season, not last year. If I say last year, take a drink. It's one of those things that those cars do struggle. Callum Beaumont, by the way, coming around for his second lap. Sorry. The only one out there. He's got 37 seconds between him and the next car. So Callum Beaumont will cross the line. Is it valid this time? 3:59.550, enough for 11th.
So, what do we think of paintings? By the way, what do you think of paintings? What do you think? What do you think of a painting called? Shameless plug. A painting in your screens right now. This is going to be the prize for people who participate in the second race. Well, randomly drawn, of course, but it's a prize, and it is by the guys over at MPEC Auto Illustration. It is of the 917K. It'll be for those who finish the second race, and it'll be randomly picked from those who finish. So if you're so inclined as to be an aficionado of Porsches and you love them to the day you die, that could be yours. All you need to do is just finish the second race. So a midway prize I don't think many were expecting, but it was announced earlier on, and I think that's going to be a really nice picture for somebody's wall.
It's going to be fantastic. That is also one of the iconic Porsches of sports car racing. You know, a lot of the kids now, a lot of the kids, come on, look at me showing my age. I'm only 31. A lot of the people nowadays look at the 919 as an iconic car in terms of its shape. The Dallara LMP2 car, of course, copies the look of it. And let's be honest, the 911 is also kind of an iconic shape in sports car racing. But where it all started for Porsche was that car in that picture. Those cars of the 80s, just legendary cars. And they do show. Marius Yankee, Joshua Meyer, the last two amateurs, I believe, both of them Fords, coming to cross the line. There's not been many changes at the top, but Yankee will cross the line. I don't think it's faster. Meyer will cross the line. Oh, Meyer's fast. 356, 477. He drives into the back of Marius Yankee's teammate. Oh, are we past the watershed, Rob? Are we past the watershed?
Yes, we are definitely past the watershed at this point.
I mean that's it. Yeah, we're done. That's past the watershed. So, a quick rundown. Harry Harvey, Harry Wills did not improve their times. Joshua Meyer go to third. Christian Furtz again a 57.809. Stephen Futters a 57.991. Marius Yanker didn't go for it. Dennis Meissner a 358.308. Then Tim Shestag a 358.436. Thomas Dandridge 359.048. Andrew Miller 359.278. That's the top 10 of the 23 amateurs that set a qualifying lap.
And then we get the pros, the big boys. And we have one big pro, Julian Kesselhut. And he's skipping his way to the front and getting a lap out. And here we go. Let's see what he can do in his racecraft.
We've got two professional drivers on the track today. How cool is that?
Oh, we do actually. Yeah, I just realized that.
Milan Tikin's back for Project Dynamic with his teammate, and I'm going to get this name right because he's going to hit me. Louis Eggertson is out there as well.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah.
I got it right for a change. He told But Milan Tikins, upcoming young driver, he is out there. He's having a bit of an issue there, and also the unfortunate. We won't talk about it. Adam Christo is back for another season in the Mercedes. We won't talk about what happened at the 24 Hours of Nordschleife. We just keep on going.
We'll gloss over it. It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Seriously, the poor man. Here is a guy, former Nordschleife 24-hour champion, right? And for the last 2 years, his car has crashed because of treacherous conditions. It's safe to say that was treacherous conditions this year. Both times he's crashed and not been able to get in the car, and you've got to feel for him. When you do endurance racing and iRacing, you feel if your car totals and you don't get a go. But imagine you've flown all the way out to Germany. I mean, you feel for anybody if that happens to their car. And it's just a shame. Again, it's just a shame. But that's racing, unfortunately. But Adam Christo back in. He had some great battles last season, including a great finish with Oscar Copa. He'll be looking. I think he'll be looking at competing for the championship this season. He's come in now. You know, he came in last season with a little bit of experience with sim racing, and now he's up to speed. And he almost, like I said, just go past Chris Danes. So avoid Chris Danes there warming up, and avoid Rucker Wygen. Adam doesn't care about warming his tires up. He's just going to drive.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is worth doing that because you can just the field will sort itself out eventually, and well, look at how the pros differed to the AMs. Oh, I know we didn't start off with the AMs in a sense, but they all just went out on track and just did a lap. These guys are just like proper pros. I mean, yeah. They're just doing the weaving. They're doing the things.
They're warming up. They're warming up the brakes. They're warming up the tires.
Julian is like, I want to race. Please, can I race the game?
I knew you'd say that. By the way, for anybody tuning in for the first time on Raidillon TV, we are Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Hit that subscribe button if you do feel like it, and the up arrows for the YouTube algorithms. If you're on Twitch, that follow button. Remember, we're on Twitch and YouTube. We're looking to hit that goal of subscribe. I think we've hit that 100 subscriber goal on Twitch. Yeah, we did. But yes, we will be. If this is your thing, well, thank you. We will be back Friday from other racing for ILMS at the same track.
That's Raidillon, actually. Yeah. Oh no. That meme will haunt me.
Harold knows the legacy. Taylor Lane will come to start. He will be the first car to set a lap. Well, to try to set a lap. Let's put it like that. So we'll wait and see. But yes, no, we are on YouTube. We are on Twitch. Our social media on Twitter and Instagram at Raidillon TV. Rob, if he gets bored, will hit the button showing our social medias, but you don't really want to follow us.
Wait,
really.
I have a button for social media?
I thought you had a button that brought up our social medias. No? Okay.
No.
Okay,
no,
fair enough.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
A shout out once again. A shout out once again to our Discord. Have you got the live timings fixed, or is it still?
Yes, I do. They are fixed. You can check them yourself. Go ahead.
Check them yourself as well, and also a shout out to trackcams22.com, who provide us with these fantastic cameras, and yeah, they're really nice cameras. One of the things I like about Le Mans is there are so many fantastic vantage points that you can get. Look at that, the classic pit lane, the classic start-finish straight camera, beautiful. Then you've got the camera looking right down the Mulsanne Straight, the Honduras Straight. So these cameras are fantastic. If you ever do want them, trackcams22.com. Just because Rob, just so Rob can't do it, we do have a PayPal link if you've got any pennies, cents, nickels, coppers, pesetas. What's the currency? France?
Dollars. You missed the most important one.
I said cents. You know, euro. You know, if you've got any money that you'd like to throw, there is a PayPal link there. We'll be thankful for. Well, Rob will be thankful for anything.
I think everybody will be thankful. You know, it goes back into the channel, of course. All I can hear right now, by the way, is a screeching. of one particular car. Adam Cristo with his big, massive engine screeching down towards Mulsanne 1. You there with me, Craig? Sorry, I was like, did I lose you, Craig?
No.
I didn't lose myself this time. I'm still here.
I thought you were saying, can I hear you? Can I hear you over the sound of this beautiful car? I'm looking at Taylor Lane at the moment myself.
Craig, I can't hear you. I've been trapped in the back seat of this AMG.
Oh, I'm trapped as well in this Audi. Taylor's got me held up in the back of this Audi. In fact, it's so hot out here. Oh god, it's the engine, the window won't. Rod, you gotta save me! Rod!
Now, we're just waiting for the pros to actually finish their first hot lap, but they are doing their biz. I say biz, don't at me. You can just see some of the guys going around right now. You see Louis Egerton. I actually just realized Egerton changed his car, but did he keep the one thing that? Did he keep the gravity?
Yes.
Is it on the back now?
I think he kept the gravity. I know Eggy is on the top of that car. I will tell you that right now.
Tell me what's on top of the Austrian Sim Racers car, by the way. There's apparently something interesting on top of it.
I saw some writing, but I could not work out what it's.
I can't put the cameras on it. The cameraman is protesting.
I actually cannot. There is somebody there saying something, but I can't actually work out what it says. And I'm no good at changing cameras, so I gotta be honest, I have no idea. I am fantastic at this.
We are professional broadcasters here at Raidillon TV. That's why you like us.
We always are.
Yeah. 20 minutes of qualifying left. Will they be able to actually do the hot laps?
Yeah, they will. They will. Taylor Lane, by the way, goes
squeezing it in.
Taylor Lane, a 359.030. Will Edgeby, 356.721 goes fourth. Jonas Dreyer, 356.921. These times are starting to fly in. What about last week's top player, Oscar Copper? He goes pole, 354.776. I think Kessel Hunt is coming around the Simmons invalid lap. Kessel Hunt not invalid, 355.373. Simmons was 8th, by the way. Kessel Hunt goes second. And we're still waiting for a lot of these cars to go out. And actually, there were 4 cars behind Adam Cristo. Wayne Jury, Neil Butler, James Armstrong, and Louis Egerton. So we are waiting to see all those cars. Trying to see if anybody else is sitting.
Oscar Coper just setting a lap of the gods, by the way, in his Z4.
Yeah, I did say, a lap of the gods. What a time. What a time. Milan Tikins goes third. A 356.058. Ben Smith, 12th. Adam Cristo, 19th on his first lap at 358.439. No idea what happened there. No other big times to talk about the moment.
Oh no! That's Julian Kessel having to back out of his second lap. He caught up to the rear end of the car number 28, Chris Simmons. He's not going to be able to do another one.
That's weird. Something happened to Simmons? I'm not sure about that. But yeah, Kessel Hunt, and he was trying to find he was trying to find 6/10 of a second on Oscar, and that's not easy feat. But still, he is P2. If he stays there,
yeah, he'll have a chance to do the hyperpole, yeah.
So
in my ears, all I can hear is of the transmission whine of the Z4.
Got a lovely noise.
It just sounds like they're saying "re." That's all I can hear.
The herring sounds like "re" to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, every time you speak, it sounds like.
Wow!
Oh dear, oh dear. It's tough out there. It's tough out there.
Jesse Jones, not setting the time. Looks like internet issues there. Or Rocco Wygen did not have a valid lap first time round. In fact, the only pro not to have a valid lap. So we'll wait to see what happens there. Wayne Jury decided to stick with the 4-minute 1:44. Taylor Lane as well decided to stick with the 3:59.030. Chris Dane still out there. Adam Christo still out there. A lot of these guys are looking to try and make up time, but I think we can almost say Oscar Coper is in the hyperpole.
Well, yeah. I mean, he did a 3:54 for crying out loud. I mean, if anybody's able to top him, then, whew, I mean, well done to you. But I mean, Oscar Coper has got the key. You know, he's like DJ Khaled in a way. You know, when DJ Khaled would be like, "Oh yeah, I have the key." Yeah, the Oscar Coper has the key to this track apparently, because he's currently, if I do my maths right, 0.6 of a second faster than anybody else. So, car number 3, Julian Kesselhut, he's 0.6 of a second faster than him. But if it goes to a hyperpole, ooh, Kesselhut just chucking it in and giving it the beans. He won't be able to have a faster lap. Ooh, bit of a slide from the back. Coming on to Corvette. Got it right this time. I didn't call it the Cozze. And yeah. Well, I mean, I called it the Cozze because, you know, I wanted to like meme, but that was a mistake.
Oh, Milan Tikin pushed it. Oh, he pushed it hard. He pushed it hard into the final corner, and he lost it on the runoff and just spun around into the wall. No idea what that would have done for his times. Adam Christo crosses the line. Well, it's better as the 3:57.416 puts him 10th overall, but I'm just doing my calculate. He's going to be short of hyperpole by almost a second.
Yeah, that back sliding out. It is interesting though that Kesselhut was able, like, on his first lap he was the only person to do the 3:55. I mean, Teekins was on pace, but I mean, the last corner just ate him for breakfast. Ooh, that's Egerton having a bit of an issue. Issues all over the place with the curbs today. Ooh, he just. Oh no! He did. He followed his partner in crime, and he spun around. Having a look at this.
No way.
Yeah, a concertina featuring the boys at Project Dynamic. You can just see the hop there.
I will say, he didn't put it in the wall. He only kicked the wall.
I mean, he still span.
He did. He put it in the wall. Sorry.
He hit the wall.
Anyway, hyperpole. 13 minutes. So yeah, they've got time. Just. Wow. That's going to be a close one.
Yeah, so for... Oh. Julian... Oh, what? He went out of the pits, and now he's back in his box. What?
No idea.
I have no idea either.
So, Oscar Coper, Rucker Wyjim, Julian Kesselhunt, Milan Teekins, and Louis Eggertson are the 5 for Super Pole. The amateurs, Harry Harvey, Harry Wills, Joshua Meyer. And then we have to go all the way down to Christian Furt and Stephen Furters are the amateurs for the Hyper Pole. Now, these are the 10 drivers that will get an extra 2 laps if they feel or desire. And really is a parking lane at the moment. Look at Joshua Meyer just reversing it. It's like a road. No, I'll just reverse. Come by. I'll let you know, right? Come on.
They don't have reverse lights on these cars. I'm not sure how they're going to be able to do it. Just start screaming at the windows. I'm backing up. Let me through.
Yo, I'm backing up here.
What is this, New York now? In Lyon, France?
Well, we do have the Fords out there, don't we? So.
Yeah, but we also have this car. We also have this car. Christopher's Raidillon TV car. Totally not shamelessly plugging that we have our own livery now. apparently.
I just want to say, right, because we all know the Ford and that basically the OP-ness that the Ford has different gearing to every GT3. Now, Wygen is still a great driver. He's not here because of the Ford. But the only car that beat him, let's be honest, was a BMW. He was 2/10 faster than an Audi. And then you're looking at a second faster than other BMWs. That Ford really showing. And then, of course, Joshua Mayer did not have the best of laps, but still, a 356.477. It's the third fastest amateur. And again, the only amateurs that beat him were BMWs. So, what does that say today? Are we going to have a BMW fest? I thought we got rid of the BMW in ILMS.
Yeah, but this is GT3, so the rules don't apply here, buddy.
Oh man, that's not
You can just
fair.
see the cars doing their warm up. So it's a Ford, Beamer, Audi, Beamer. I think that was a Ferrari. I think that's the only Ferrari out on track right now. And then we have... Oh, we don't have a Mercedes, actually. Do we have a Mercedes?
No, they just missed it.
Do we... I actually just thought of this. Where is our boy repping the MP412C?
The McLaren?
Yeah. Who's driving that today? Oh, Gavin Boyer and Fletcher are. I just see them there, and as well as Spencer Vick. But I think they're the only ones that are actually driving it. Everybody else is sprinkled across the other classes. I mean, it's great to see variety, but at the very same time, I do have a soft spot for that car.
It's such a nice car. I don't know what it is. It's such a nice car. It's also one of the old. You know, we talk about the Ford being old. I think the McLaren's one of the oldest cars, and Oscar's getting a bit of a ride from Teekens right now. By the way, it's going to be interesting. The two BMWs on their outlap now. They're going to have to. One of them's going to have to slow down. But the gap. What's going to happen here? Because got to give each other room. Where's the room?
There is none. Quite literally, I think the only way they can make room is if they slow. If the concertina effect happens and they all slow down for the Ford chicanes, and then they just be like, okay, can we? If go.
Yeah, I mean the only issue you've got is they are under the rules, and the race control rules is no overtaking on your qualifying laps. So this is going to be quite interesting, and I think Teekens, has to slow down here. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not even. God, this is going to be interesting.
Well, something has to give.
Something has to. But then again, Egertson and Kesselhunt also in the same boat. So this is going to be pretty dicey. I'll tell you that right now.
Teekens is not slowing down. That's a backslide, a bit of a slide there from Coper, as he takes his first flying lap of the Super Pole. And the one car that's out there on its own, Rutger, he's got plenty of space to do his qualifying laps, and I say he's pretty happy with that. So going first is the key here.
He's doing the McLaren strat in F1. Well, no, it's the Force. Well, the Force India strat is don't go with everybody and just set a lap whenever you feel like it. But here for Wygen, he's decided to go with the McLaren, just keeping it in there. Round Terre Rouge, coming down the hill now. Now remember, if you're not familiar with the way iRacing works, to this day it's like science. I don't understand it. Cars are fast. GT cars are faster when they straddle the middle of this road, just because of the whole physics of a real road is just like this road, and it's higher at the middle point. So he'll hold to the middle, and then we'll break down for the first chicane. So again, you don't want to take too much of those curves because you'll get a slowdown. Again, want to make sure you've got two wheels inside there. Good little corner, good little combination there. He's got 0.4 of a second to find. To be fair, that's not hard, apart from the fact that he's looking to get under the 354s. And that's the hard part.
I mean, it's depending on what car you're also driving as well. I mean, if you're driving a Ford, you're essentially, praying to the rosary bead in the hope that you can actually get a fast lap. Not to say
Oh,
that.
he's gone wide. He's gone wide. That's gonna be a slowdown for Wygen. That's a slowdown for Wygen. I think he's gone too wide on the exit, the second chicane there.
You shouldn't get a. You don't get a slowdown there.
Really?
No. No, it's if you cut on the apex, yeah, you get a slowdown, but you shouldn't get slowdown.
Look at those behind. Look at Copa and Teekins behind.
I am. It's just literally a concert. It's literally. Oh, there's the cone. The first cone has been murdered. Somebody keep a track of how many cones have been murdered. That's the first cone murdered.
Yeah, go. So in chat, I just want to know who's going to get pole. Who do you think who's going to get the pole? If there is any changes to their lap times, it might still be Oscar at the end of this all. Harry Harvey might be leading the amateurs. Copa might be still leading the pros. But who do you think in chat? Who will get the pole position? Quite curious to hear. Look at the back of that Ford slide entering Indianapolis. That's an off track. That's an off track. Yeah, that's an off track for Wygen. Hit the gravel on the exit of Indianapolis. Can't be helped. Copa showing how it's done really, and Teekin's still on the back of Copa.
Yeah, my personal prediction probably is that Kessel and Coper will fight again, and then the car number 99 of Rutger Wygen, I don't think he'll have a great crack of the whip again. I think he's pushing it to essentially what the car can do and then some.
Yeah, Wygen's got an off track, so this lap is definitely invalid. 5 minutes left in the qualifying session. They have time. That's a close one for Copa, but he's not slowing down, so he got the A-OK with that one. So we're going to see these cars take their first times. Like I said, I don't think Wygen, if he does improve, I'll let you know, but I'm pretty sure he had an off track coming out of Indianapolis. But Copa's going to be crossing the line shortly. What is his time? The 3:54.452. Teekins a 3:54.815. Kesselhunt 55.033. I want to keep my eyes on Joshua Meyer. He crossed the line 57.558. It's not faster. Harry Harvey, leader of the amateurs, invalid lap. So, but Teekins gets under the 55s. Assisted?
Well, yeah, he had the slipstream. But that also points to the fact that even with slipstream, he was slower than Coper was.
And
that is essentially terrifying, because it means that Oscar Coper is out here with the hyperdoc, slapping his hand down.
Yeah, and Coper's slowed down. He's got to slow down. Kesselhunt, try not. Is he got to slow down? Kesselhunt's got to slow down as well.
So he won't be able to improve his time. The best he can hope for is third place, but Wygen is there, and Coper out there straddling. Oh,
if I was them, I would just you've got to slow down to just park the car.
Joshua Mayer coming through, currently in 8th position. He's battling Harry Wills and Harry Harvey for lead in amateur. The current lead amateur is Harry Harvey with a 3:56.350 in 6th position overall. And they are heading down midpoint between Mulsanne 1 and 2, otherwise known as PlayStation Corner and Forza Corner. No.
Names right.
Say again?
You got the names right. Look at you.
Yeah, but I mean, who wants to get those names right?
I do.
Yeah, but iRacing doesn't even have the advertisements there, so
hey,
all that matters.
You know the Easter egg at Sabuka Circuit.
You just murdered it again.
I know, but you know the Easter egg on that track, don't you?
Sakuba. How hard is that?
I don't know. Sakuba. Do you know? Oh,
Josh, yeah, that's an off track.
Do you know the Easter egg on that track?
No.
So, on the advertising coming out the second hairpin, on the advertising board is a Gran Turismo board. iRacing put it in as an Easter egg. If you play Gran Turismo Sport, that board is not a Gran Turismo board. It's an iRacing advert.
That I didn't know. I thought they put that. I thought they put that board in because it was there in real life. I mean, it is there in real life.
It is there in real life, and as a favour, I think Gran Turismo decided to,
just be like, hey, iRacing. See what you did there? No. It's time to see where the times. Rutger will not improve his lap, by the way. He's in the pits. So, that is. Ooh, Milan Tikins coming up by his teammate. That is. Ow!
What's happening? Oh no! Eggerson's hit the wall. Tikins has had to break. Oh my God! They both lost it. They both lost it. This is not good. Eggerson's going by. No. Tikins is still. Oh no! Tikins, you're on. Whew.
Tikins.
Okay.
I just saw the funniest thing. Oh dear.
So we are one race into the season, and Eggerson is on his roof.
Have a look at this in slow mo. You can just see.
Look at the physics.
Oh dear.
Hits the wall. Wall goes. You know what? You're gonna flip because I want you to.
Yeah, just oh dear. And Milan Tegan's coming into the bit, so he won't improve his time. Oscar Coper won't improve his time.
You know who does improve their time though? Harry Harvey improves his time of 55.852. He already had pole in the amateurs. He just smashes in with a P5 overall though.
And Julian Kesselhut did not improve his time, so that is qualifying done. Let's get started with getting through the results and let them scroll on the screens just now.
Yeah,
now,
Oscar Coper. Oh, God.
Sorry. So it's Oscar Coper with a 354.453, Teekins with a 354.815 in second. Third is Kesselhut. In fourth is Rutger Weigen. Harry Harvey, leader of amateurs, in fifth position overall. Louis Ergensen in sixth. Harry Wills in seventh position. Josh Mayer in eighth. In ninth is Will Egby. In 10th is Jonas Dreyer. In 11th is Adam Christo with 357.417. James Armstrong in 12th position. 13th is Dion Phillips. Chris Simmons in 14th. In 15th is Christian Furs. He wasn't able to... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Furs was not 15th, wasn't he? Oh, well, I don't think he improved his time. I don't think. I feel sad now.
He did not, no.
I have to break his kneecaps now. He didn't do it.
Whoa.
It just has to happen. He didn't improve his time.
Wow.
I mean, I won't actually break his kneecaps. I'll just give him a stern talking to.
Move on quickly. I don't want to talk about breaking people's kneecaps.
Marius Yank in 19th position with Chris Hamer and Stephen Footers in 18th and 17th. We missed Ben Smith. He's in 16th, car number 1. In 20th is Neil Butler. Dennis Meissner in 21st position. Chris Danes in 22nd. In 23rd is Tim Scheistag. 24th, Taylor Lane. 25th is Dandridge. 26th is Miller. 27th is Sanchez. In 28th is Noedek. 29th is Matt Heatrick. In 30th is Callum Beaumont. We'll let the rest of the results scroll you through your screens. They're just gridding up now. Or are they gridding up?
No. They got a bit of time. So you mentioned about Callum Beaumont was 30th, Zachary Ajama 31st, James Goldstein 32nd, Simon Dodd 33rd, Wayne Jury 34th, Spencer Vick 35th, Jack Rouse 36th, Christian Stockwell 37th, Mark Bailey 38th, Peter Johansson 39th, and Morten Ferlandez 40th. The people that did not set a time, or did not set a valid time, or did not qualify: Max Davies, Gavin Boyett, Liam Ahern, Ash Fletcher, Jesse Jones, Lyndon Lee, Josh Seymour, Mike Gotrop, and Dean Timms. So that's it. Yeah, that's everything. But I'm gonna be that that shill again for car 78, as I always do. Like to make note of his charity drive, Wayne Jury charity drive for one of his local hospitals in Bristol for their children's ward. Setting up a looking for £50,000 in donations. Got about 30,000, but that doesn't matter what he's got. It's what he would like, and to get more for that place, to help them, give them donations, because there's someone myself who was in the infant area as a newly born. It's an area that is something close to my heart and close to a lot of people's hearts. So it's always nice to get some donations out there for Wayne Jury. If you see him on stream, you will see his car advertising that GoFundMe donation drive. But always like to plug his charity while we are still waiting to go green.
Yeah, I just want to get a look at this. It looks so ominous. I'm behind a little wall peeking at the car number 33, but this is Christian Stockel's car. Nice looking car. It's a nice looking car.
The RC car shop.
Do I have the proper one? I do not. Damn it. Actually, this is the perfect camera to see what's on top of his roof, by the way. But look at that nice car. Look at it. It's just so nice.
So nice. So nice.
It's very nice. It's a bit of a throwback, isn't it, to some of the older designs that they had for the Z4 series.
Yeah. The old Z4 liveries were fantastic. My lock screen on my PC is from Gran Turismo Sport of the old Z4 BMW, because it's one thing I've never seen on iRacing. Some of these classic liveries over the years that teams have used in the 24 Hours of the Nordschleife on these Z4s are fantastic, and you don't see them on iRacing. So it's one of my favorite cars to look at, just for the Z4, because it's just got, I don't know what it is. It's got lines and it just flows. Even though the back is out like it's a dragster or like a proper hot rod. Like, for some reason, it just works on a little GT3 car.
To be fair, you may have this nice looking Z4 livery, but are you Louis Eggertson, who even before the first race began was on his roof? Were you there when it happened? When music died?
So we're gonna have a bingo card next week. We're gonna start a bingo card, and the free space will be Louis Eggertson on his roof.
So can I just preemptively cross that off already?
It's a free space. It's a free space.
We're so mean to him.
So we are waiting. We are now going to be gridding. Who do you think will win its 45 laps around
45 laps? 45
minutes, sorry. Woo!
Oh.
40, I wish it was 45 laps. 45 minutes
started sweating there for a second.
It's not one of my... It is my favourite racetrack in the world. Le Mans. It's... everybody grew up with F1, and so did I. But where did my real love come from? Le Mans. Once I saw Le Mans, that was it. Yeah, I watch F1. I love F1, but nothing beats the spectacle. Even though, the track is literally just 2 long straights. But who cares? It is the ultimate test of endurance and awareness, because you try driving this for 45 minutes. I remember Linus Tech now. He's not in the series this season, doesn't drink. A year ago, I showed him my iRacing profile, because when it's a Le Mans week, all I would do was race Le Mans. And he just turned to me and said, "How can you drive this track for that much?" I'm like, "I like it, but it's boring," he goes. I'm like, "But it's Le Mans!
Can somebody explain to me what is on top of the Austrian sim racer's car? I can't. I have to turn my head and.
They say it's him saying something in German.
Probably cursing everybody. It's been like, I don't usually sim race, but when I do, it's oh no, oh, and they're wrecking.
Right, so if you just one thing I need to say is we do have not the pit stop. We do have the starting procedure. No overtaking before they cross the start-finish line, which will be handy because the start-finish line here is literally at the bottom of the straight. So it'll be very interesting to see. Looking forward to that. Where are they at the moment? I think they are just coming around the Corvette curves.
Porsche curves. Porsche curves.
Yeah, sorry, no, I couldn't see. I've got it in a different mode, and I was like, oh, that looks. Then I realised, is that all close enough to be Porsche? And I thought, no, it's not.
Oh, you've now got my curves, by the way. Enjoy it.
No, I'm used to it. It's when I go to TV mode to start the race, I always forget where they are because I'm waiting for the tricolour to fly. You know, the French Air Force to fly over the tricolour. I'm just waiting for that because when we hear that, I won't be able to hear a single thing you say. And when I hear that, I will be saying, as I hear it now. Once again, this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. The RacingSimRigs World Series, first race of Season 2. Le Mans, 45 minutes for the first race. Rob will take you away as they slowly get to the Ford chicane.
They're just getting geared up to get going. Remember, the starting procedure is focus on the car ahead. Do not care about the green flag. But Oscar Koper will be the one to lead them off. He will be sitting beside Louis Egerton, who's already on his roof, so he better not jinx himself as they come around the Ford chicanes. The car has just pulled in, and slowly they come around. Slowly, keeping the starting procedure going. It's green flag racing. Oscar Koper pushing hard on the pedal to the metal as soon as he could, and the starting procedure has definitely worked. The cars are nice and easily coming around the Ford chicane on the background, but the racing has already started ahead of them. You can just see how...
Oh, it's been already! Meyer's off! Meyer's lost the car, sorry! Meyer's lost the car, he straightened it up, but he's all the way at the back. Is there any other incidents at the moment? None. Meyer in at the gravel after that start. I think that might be... Ben Smith might have a bit of a slowdown there. He is. He has to have a slowdown. Everything's fine at the front. But Meyer's at the back of the field after that. A little bit of side-by-side coming around the virage. Du Terre Rouge. I think we got a car having a bit of a moment through Terre Rouge. No, we don't.
Oh, poor Meyer. He was ready to go, and then the car was just like, nope.
Watching Adam Christo and James Armstrong at the moment at 11th and at 12. James Armstrong's giving you a bit of a bump draft. It's an American car, of course he will be. Now Christo goes to the inside, the long straight. We've also got a battle in front of Egby and Dreyer. We'll wait for this. Christo now goes back to the racing line. Armstrong cannot make the braking here, but now Christo's going to get held up by the two wide of Egby and Dreyer, who Egby just holds on. This is what we're going to see a lot of at Le Mans. A lot of slipstreaming. There is a train at the moment.
Oh no! It's all gone wrong! Has a car gone off just at the first Mulsanne? Who is that? I think that is Karsten Nyadek. He's gone off.
He has indeed. What's happened there? I think there's also... I see some damage for another car. I did not... Oh, he got a car in the wall! Butler's in the wall! Butler's in the wall! He just got a little bit of a bump draft there, and I don't know who was bump drafting, but he is in the wall, and he is spun all the way around. And another one, Wayne Jury's in the wall, and it's chaos down the thunders. We've got cars just parked up, and this is the A28 in front. That is Nieuwendeck. Hearn's slowed up. Here, Johansson's just flipped the car. If that's Ferlandis, he's just flipped. Oh, Ferlandis went into him. What?
Oh no. That's car number 16. Getting spun around. That was Neil Butler, and oh dear God,
it is chaos.
Oh, oh that is Wayne Drury.
Meanwhile, I gotta keep an eye out there. The free car battle for P2 at the front of the field. Tiker's in the front. Kessel Hunt's to its side. He's got Wygen there. Wygen backs up before any of them. Tiker's a little bit of a twitch going into Indianapolis. Holds on to it. Kessel Hunt behind. Wants to make a move. Wygen with the slow entry means he's a bit faster. Kessel Hunt goes to the outside. Inside, sorry. Can't make anything. They reset. These guys are almost going 3 wide down the Gulf Straight, but they've held on to it. Tikins gets away from it, but Wygen with the Ford power, he's going to push on. He might be able to get some slipstream. He does not get slipstream. That belongs to Kessel Hunt, but the Ford is just way too strong. Can Kessel Hunt make a late-breaking move down into the Porsche Estes? He tries it, but he can't. And Wygen's gone wide. Hang on, Wygen's gone wide. They might have to go for this. Can Wygen just hold on to it? They might touch. They might touch, and they're not too careful. They do touch. They do touch. Kessel Hunt spins. Kessel Hunt spins, and he's gone all the way around. He's got loads of damage to the back of that car. He's going to be falling down into P10. That car has seen better days. That is such a shame.
Let's have a look again. That is side-by-side action with Wygen coming through the Porsche curves. Neither driver was letting up at all, making and staking their claim to P3. And just touching there, coming on the inside, and just the Ford just kicking the Audi back around and into the wall. He'll have to take the pit stop. That is quite a lot of damage, but at the very least, it's a mandatory. There is a mandatory pit stop, so you can try and see if you can get the damage repaired. He does not come into the pits. Actually, he's staying out with damage. He'll see what he can do with it, and that is the current situation. Louis Egerton having a slowdown. He served it, and he's let Kessel just by, and he'll have Jonas Dreyer up on his exhaust pipe. He's still having to serve the slowdown. That's a very interesting place to serve it. Through, side by side with Christo, coming up to Tetra Rouge. He doesn't yield, but he'll have to. And the rest of the traffic behind him is making it difficult.
Oh no! This is gonna be bump dropping again. Well, no! Phillips, Eggerson, Christo, all come together. More chaos, but the end down is straight. More cars trying to get around, and they can't get anywhere. Oh my word! Oh my word!
Replay of that incident. That is Louis Egerton on the outside with cars all around them. Oh no! Christo squeezed on the right hand side. Louis Egerton was holding his line. Louis Egerton didn't have it. Unfortunately, was just a puck, and that was an
Simmons
out.
got hit as well. Simmons hit as well. He got pushed into that as well. Absolute chaos. We are a lap and a half in, and I think we're 10 cars dead.
Well, there is race 2.
Yeah, Wygen's got to slow down. So Harry Harvey moves up to P3 overall. We haven't talked about the amateurs, by the way. Harry Harvey's still leading with Harry Wills now trying to make a move on Wygen. Can't make it, just backs out of it. So a little bit of a bookmarking there for Harvey with Wygen there, but Wygen is the faster car being the pro, so we'll wait and see. But this is I'm losing my voice here.
Carnage and chaos. Carnage and chaos. The current set of cars in the pits, or that have pitted, are Louis Egerton, Max Davies, Andrew Miller, who has pulled out, Christian Stuckel, who's actually driving now. He's actually he was driving and he's decided to come back into the pits. Danny Sanchez, did he start from the pits? He might. I think he started from the pits actually. So he's now in 43rd doing his thing. Yeah, that car looks pretty brand spanking clean. He might have started from the pits. The other cars are Gottrup, Butler, Danes, Drury, Spencer, and Phalanzes. And Craig, you're being called on Twitch. Wait, somebody rated us?
Oh, hello, Mr. Ghostman. Hello, Travis' stream. Welcome to the RSL World Series. You have missed a lap and a half of absolute chaos. 48 cars, and we've lost 10 of them. You're currently looking at what is happening at the front. Chris Simmons on your stream recently. We have lost a lot of cars. We'll try and go down the list. The first race, the 45-minute race.
It's Nim. It's Nim. It's Nim. Nim's in my chat.
Okay. We will show the highlights after the race.
I'll find her later.
We will show the highlights later. I want to give a shout out to car 37, Jesse Jones, the other RSR esports car, the other BMW. 16 places made up. Did not set a time in qualifying. It might be more than 16 once they cross the line. I mean, they're now currently 17th. They're 24 places made up. They started 62nd, and they are now 17. That's not right. My maths isn't right.
No. You definitely got your maths wrong.
41. Started 41st. There we go. Started 41st. Now 17. A great drive, and really, it's a drive for survival. Absolute drive for survival. But at the front, Oscar Copa, 4 seconds ahead of Milan Tikins, the pro driver. Harry Harvey in a battle with Rutger Wygen. Well, he'll just let Wygen go by. That's an amateur battling a pro. No prizes between those two. Remember, the winners of the series do get an RSR sim rig from Racing Sim Rigs for both amateur and pro. Race 2, they are in line for a spot prize of a fantastic Porsche poster. I mean, artwork, sorry, not poster, artwork.
I would like to say, by the way, it's still in the midfield and in and around this area. It's still quite packed in. There's still plenty of cars that are doing their slicing and dicing. James Goldstein gaining 16 places since the start of this race, and I'm still fangirling over Nim. God damn it! I just keep looking. I just keep looking. I'm just like, oh, Nim, please tell me sweet nothings.
So we know Harry Harvey's dropped down. Has he had a slowdown? Has Harry Harvey had a slowdown? So he has lost the lead in the amateurs by quite a bit now. Harry Wills is 2 seconds ahead. Just want to say, because P2 in the amateurs is currently 7th overall. P3 in the amateurs is 12th overall. There is a big gap between the top 2 and 3rd, and that's Stephen Footers. Let's have a Joshua Meyer update. Started the race at the front of the field, lost it going into the Dunlop chicane. Now 27th overall, doing what he can in that Ford, pulling away. But it is damage limitation for this race. Will he aim to do something for the reverse race? That could be something very crucial for him.
He'll try. He'll try. The best thing about this is that you can have another race. It's not over for you if you have an accident in this one. Sorry, excuse me. It's all about. It's all about. Yeah, I have the burps now. Do you know when you just have the burps and you just can't get rid of them? It's like a hiccup. You just can't get rid of them.
You know when you get hit so hard that your wing is bent and your splitter is gone, and you were leading the race.
Yeah,
and
that is
Julian Kettlehunt, yeah. And he is still in the top 10 after doing a 3:57.333 last lap. He might be losing time to Harry Harvey in any moment, but he is still with pace. That's a great drive from a guy with practically no downforce.
Amount of damage that he has in that car, by the way. It's scary how quick he is, especially with well, there's no other way of putting it. It's oof. It's a bit of a oof. Let's put it that way. Like it is a big oof. If you could write on the back of that car right now, if you had like you know one of those markers that like people use for signatures on memorabilia and stuff.
Sharpie.
Yeah, the Sharpie. If you could write oof in the biggest letters, that would essentially describe what this is. But he is doing absolutely spiffing in comparison to what he was,
That's Mesner. Sorry, I was watching this battle between the Raidillon TV car, Kurtz and Mesner. Mesner just had to pull over for a slowdown coming out of the Ford chicane. So that's first making another spot up. By the way, Oscar Copa went purple, 3:56.4. Only other car to do a 3:56 in race is Wygen with a 3:56.9. I gotta be honest, gap is 2 seconds between him and Tikins. The Ford might be having a run here because he was 4/10 of a second faster than Tikins last lap. There's 32 minutes left. Remember, a mandatory pit stop. I reckon he might have a chance. And again, the Ford doesn't need to fuel very much. I think they're different fuel tanks, or can't remember, but doesn't have to worry too much about that, I think.
So, I'm just trying to think. When we have you know, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Do we have 7? Because I'm trying to see if that car in the background, is that Simon Dodd in the background? No, it is not. It is... No, it is. No, it is not Simon Dodd. It is Conor Bowman coming up in the rear in the... It used to be the Midland Sim Racing guys, but now it's Evo Racing. And, you know, it's all about just trying to see how he can shape up when it's from 20th to 14th. So it's about 7 cars. It is actually 7 cars. He's sitting in the background of a pack of 3, and there's another pack of 3 where Christian Furs and...
Chestad goes by. Sorry, Chestad goes by and Mensner misses. Oh, be careful. I've lost an endurance race from that before. Mensner loses more places, though, having to go around. Ferlandis now retired as well. Just watching these battles, because you know what it's like at Le Mans. You see right now, Marius Yankee and Christian Furz as well. It's a slipstream battle. It's a pure slipstream battle down the Honduras, the Mulsanne Straight, into the Mulsanne corner. The inside line for Christian Furz means he will be compromised on exit, but does hold on to that position from the Fords. Sorry to interrupt there. It's just these battles that are constantly happening. You will see a lot of work there. Again, Chris Hamer, Ben Smith, again, they're having it as well. With James Armstrong getting past both of them this lap in that American livery Mercedes.
That is Christian Furs and James Goldstein. No, sorry, that's Marius Yankee and Christian Furs doing battle. And it's just, you know, for me, it's still very concerning seeing a Ford GT3 that's this old battling with a 488 GT3. I need my support. I need my support pillow. I need to squeeze it nice and tight, because every time I see it, I'm just like, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. I already know who's going to win.
I'm still in disbelief that Kessel Hunt is still where he is.
Ooh, that is the car number 96 in the car number 2. James Goldstein versus Christian Furs going side by side through the Porsche curves. That was very close to having an accident. Oh, they'll be squeezing again. The rear kicking out of James Goldstein's car. He won't be able to make it happen through the Porsche curves. He took a brave pill doing that. Genie Mac. And we think, I think there's a few drivers coming. No, that's Will Egby. You called him Edgeby. We're gonna get so much hate. We're gonna get so much hate mail for that. I mean, we've gotten so many things wrong. I mean, you know, we called Raidillon. Well, no, I called Raidillon Blanchimont. Or no, I called Blanchimont Raidillon. Yeah. Tanner still gives me stick. He also gives me stick that my Twitch name is SKI.
Well, I'll tell you what's a bit of a hype right now. No. I'm about to stay. I've done it again. I was watching Weichen on Teekins, and I think Weichen might have got a slowdown there, but he's still battling with Teekin. Must not be a slowdown. These two battling for second and third, and Weichen goes to the middle of the track, gets the speed. Look at the closing speed onto that BMW. Teekins will make that car wide. He goes to the middle of the track, but they're going to be side by side coming down into the first Mulsanne. The Mulsanne corner, that's the PlayStation corner. Side by side they go. Weichen just lets it go too much. He allows Teekin by. Teekins is wide. Weichen's got a better exit. I think he might have this. There is going to be a bit of a block there trying to just hold him off, but I don't think Teekin's got it. But he is on the middle of the track. He is the faster of the two there, but it does not matter. It does not matter if you're in the middle. It does not matter if you're in a GTE car. It doesn't matter if you're boosted or pushed. That Ford is going to catch you. And look at it. Keep in touch with that BMW. They'll go side by side down to the second Mulsanne. Weichen just lifts up a little bit. He wants to slow in, fast out. Will he get it this time? Compromise from Teekin. They touch.
Just a tip of a touch from the rear end to the front end of Rutger Weichen's car. I didn't even see what happened there. Did he check up? That's a NASCAR term.
I think he was slower.
Oh no.
I think he was slower.
Oh no, I did a NASCAR term on a road course. Oh no.
It's fine.
Oh. But I will say this. that was probably a very good demonstration of why you...
Kesselhunt making a move, sorry. Kesselhunt's just made a move on Harry Harvey with a damaged Audi. And now Harry Wills is right behind Harvey. This is the battle for the lead, for the lead amateurs. The two RacingSimRigs Twisted team there.
All right. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Right side, so 2 wide.
Kesselhunt goes by them, and now it's like, yeah, they're just going to go side by side. Teammates battling for the lead of the amateurs. Harvey, Wills, who will flinch first? No, they're not going to go side by side into Indianapolis. They're not going to go side by side. No. And Jonas Dreyer wants them. Look at it. It's like a parking lot behind them right now. The Raidillon TV Jonas Dreyer. And Kesselhunt almost goes into the back. Parking lot, the A28, like I said, welcome to France.
I just want to remind people what just happened there. 2x2 through Gulf onto Indy. Just a butt clenching is the word that I'm looking for right now. Ooh. And then as they come up, Kessel almost touching the rear end of, I think it is Harry Wills. It just I'm having to clench like my seat. That's how much I'm clenching right now. I'm clenching the seat. I'm clenching my feet. I made that rhyme. But it's spooky. It's spooky how these guys are able to just make this happen.
Absolute chaos, and it's chaos at the back end. We got Chris Hamer, Jesse Jones. But Jesse Jones is up to 12, by the way. Gonna go side by side into the Ford chicane with Chris Hamer. Overtakes Hamer. Can he keep the speed? Can Jesse keep the speed? They hold on to it. Hamer just a little bit of a checkup. That's another NASCAR terminology. A little bit of a checkup there. Jesse Jones has made up 33 spots at Le Mans in 20 minutes. This is a drive. This is a drive, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
You hear that, NASCAR? You don't need all those other drivers. You need Jesse Jones in the car because he can make up. Hang on. 35 places?
33 places.
Oh, 30. Oh yeah, 33. Yeah. Sorry, not 35. don't hire me as a mathematician. It's not my strong point.
that puts Jesse 6th in the pros. 10 seconds behind Jonas Dreyer and Julian Kesselhunt. So, hey, anything can happen, and Kesselhunt might want to get that damage fixed, by the way. So, anything can and will happen. Weijen has overtaken Teekins. I think that was because Teekins had a slowdown going out of the Ford chicane, but Weijen finally got P2, but they're 10 seconds away from Copa. Copa's out of here.
I'm just looking at Copa, and he's 10, as he's just said, he's 10 seconds, but there are groups forming, and it's, I'm just looking at the battle of the lead for the amateurs and the battle for 4th position in pro. Now, if you're new to the stream...
Teekins go wide. Sorry, Teekins go wide. He's connected with Weijen. And with sportsmanship, stops and lets Weijen keep the position.
Very odd place to stop, though. That was in the middle of Mulsanne too, and they've now got a concertina of other cars behind them. It is now 6 cars in essentially their own little bubble of racing. You can just see the... Oh dear. This is going to be another clenching moment. It is pro, amateur, pro. Battle for 2nd position in pro. The battle for the lead in amateur, and the battle for 4th position in pro again. So this is the group to watch. I can't even get the words out. But what I was gonna say. Yeah, well, I mean, Dreyer should. I definitely think he has damage. I think he's just driving the socks off the car with the amount of damage that he has. I mean, like it's the equivalent of somebody taking a digger and just hitting the back end of that car. Just with one of those like
JCBs.
Yeah, JCBs. With like the claw arm. And he just went, yeah, let's take a bit of that. Tipex it. Tipex the back. If if you're American, Tipex would be like Magic Eraser or something. I think that's what they call it over in America, like Magic Eraser.
I think they do. While we were looking at that battle, by the way, Ben Smith overtook Chris Hamer. Mid-pack's a little bit spread out at the moment. There are little pockets of battles happening everywhere for amateur racing. But
Ash Fletcher is chasing down Jama, number 25 versus the number 21 for 20th position, and Zakaria Jama having a few issues. Seems to be holding it there. That's the car number 14. The car in 14th position. That's... Wait, that was not Callum Bowman. Sorry, just... I've lost my train of thought because... Who is that?
Armstrong's in the pits. No, he's come out of the pit. Sorry, he's done his pit stop.
Who is that ahead of 25? Because that's definitely out of order. Wait a minute. Is that James Goldstein? What's happened to him? He was in 14th position. Did he have an accident?
I think he spun on Arch. He's had a spin on Arch. And I don't think that's his only incident he's had, but cannot see anything else unless he's had slowdowns. Yeah,
because he was chasing...
Yeah, he went off at Mulsanne. He went off at Mulsanne into Christian Furtz. Side by side they go, and Christian Furtz was there before him. Furtz spun. And Furtz was able to get going again. Yeah, he J-turns it, basically. He gets going.
J-turns it.
Gets going, but yeah. So that was Goldstein.
This isn't my driving test. I don't do J-turns on the middle of the Circuit de la Sarthe.
Look, 20 minutes to go. These battles just go. Tell you what, Kesselhunt must be thankful that he's able to match times with the amateurs of Harvey and Will. Sorry, the two Harrys. Because that's keeping him in this position with that much damage. I can't reiterate all that damage, and it's still battling.
Battle for 11th position between three cars. The car number 88, Marius Yank. Car 68, Stephen Footers. Ooh, and that was Tim Scheistag. The car number 34 looking inside. Ooh, just coming out wide, coming out of Mulsanne 1. He's kept it going. But a little bit of a moment as we see a battle behind them. That is Thomas Dandridge and Callum Bowman having battle, doing their fair dues, and Thomas Dandridge taking a position away. But here comes Callum Bowman replying. He sent a reply back. Your move. There's Cone. He's sending it on the inside, coming up to Mulsanne 2, and just made it like a nice sandwich pie coming up into...
What is your allergies?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Look, listen, you know, when you have such exciting racing, you know, you start saying nonsense, right? So...
Oh, totally. Absolute, totally, I agree with you there. 18 minutes left in the race. Mandatory pit stops, by the way. We must keep reiterating that they will have to do it. The lead amateurs again going side by side down into Indianapolis. Will it be the same again? Oh no! Do you know what? Wills wants this. Wills wants this. They collided into the ground. They collided into each other. The lead amateurs have collided. Wills does keep it straight. Harvey's got damage. But Wills will keep the lead. Jesse Jones comes by for another spot. Harvey keep P2 in the amateurs though. Yankee is only 8 seconds behind though.
Oh,
that's the lead amateurs, and they crash. They still go, and they're still in first and second.
The trees blocking the sight of a very a very damaged Z4 of Arya Harvey. Unfortunately, that was just a racing incident.
Yeah, they went hard.
Yeah, they went hard. I think
Wills.
Yeah,
Wills unfortunately got hit on the gravel. Everyone knows that gravel on the exit of Indianapolis. If you catch it and you try to put your throttle down, you will spin, and that's what happened. And Harvey and Wills, and is that Harvey? Are they trading spots?
No, Harry Wills has gone off.
They're trading spots. They've traded spots. Wills has given Harvey the spot back. So in 2 races, we've had 2 acts of kindness. okay, this is new to me.
Look at the amount of damage he's carrying, though.
Jesse Jones just went purple. 356, 179. Jesse Jones is P6 still in the amateurs. Called up to Jonas Dreyer as everyone starts their pit stops, but excuse me? A 356? When you've had to go around that accident? Okay.
Maybe he just ate his Weetabix today. But
other cereals are available.
Yeah, other cereals are available. We're impartial here at Raidillon TV. Oh dear. I feel like at this point we've just become the BBC, but we just don't call ourselves the BBC. Other news organizations are available.
Yeah. So, do you know Oscar Kofer is now 17 seconds ahead?
I didn't know that, but thank you for reminding me.
Wygen and Teekins aren't battling. Well, they are, but the gap is at a second and a half. Like, that's just Coper's pace. And you look at Jesse Jones, I got to be honest. If Jesse started the race, they could probably be at the front of the race. They didn't have to go through the field. What a drive going around the field. An update, by the way, on Joshua Mayer, who started pretty high up and had a spin at the start of the race. Recovered to 17th overall, and it's just done their pit stop. So there's a few amateurs that have done their pit stops. I don't think many pros have done pit stops yet.
Just looking at it now. Ooh. You can just see and hear the car on the left-hand side of Tim Scheistag. That was the car of Marius Jank, looking to see if he can get up into second position in amateurs. Just to remind everybody, by the way, the current situation is this. Green is professional. Orange and whatever color I made it is amateur. Hopefully the orange is clear enough that you can see the number. Ooh, that's the car number 88 squeezing the car 34 into the Mustang. Oh, a little bit of a touch coming on towards Gulf. Some very good racing, very tight racing. It's tight. Coming past Rolex onto Toyota Hybrid. Rest in peace.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. It's the end of the hybrid era. I'm so sad.
They're still side by side, by the way. They're still side by side. Come on. Still side by side. Can Yankee, they're still side by side. They went too wide into Indianapolis. Yankee will get ahead going into Arnage. Can he hold? That's a very hard corner to go on the inside. Sticks it. Yankee holds on. What a move. I saw it and thought, oh, Marius, he's yielded the position at Indianapolis. He'll probably get it coming down the Busan straight. Nope. Puts his foot in. Still too wide through Indianapolis. And keeps the position. What a move. And Copa, he's got the lead. He's just going to come in for the pits.
Probably a good time to do it now while he's got a bit of a gap in the standings. It also will help if he has that gap, so he can just focus on just driving, even if he's got to deal with traffic. He might have to deal with people battling for position though, like these two. I'm still keeping on Marius Janke and Scheistag. Car 88 versus car 34. Harry Wills, I think, has come out in 24th position, as the two of them have now dived into the pits. So now it's where it really begins. We get to see what. Ooh, very close up into the rear end of Yankee is Scheistag. You can just see how the pit stops will shuffle the order a little bit. Joshua Mayer, for example, and Harry Wills, they've both pitted. Oh no, don't tell me the damage got repaired on that. I know it didn't. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. That poor car. The front right is very damaged, but he's got a front row seat to the battle of Joshua Mayer and Steve Furters. So he'll have a prime. Ooh, almost launching it on the inside, but he doesn't, as the two cars ahead of Mayer look to dive into the pits. Mian Heatring and Liam Ahern.
Oh, no. That was close. That was very close.
Did they look like they were threatening to hit each other in the pits?
We almost had another iRacing Twitch clips moment. Yes.
Oh no! Oh no! We've been on enough of them already.
Heatrick had to go on the grass. Put it like that. Heatrick, with some great spatial awareness, realized he was going in farther, hit the grass. Great move there, to be fair, by Matt Heatrick, because that could have been something very bad for the two of them. So hats off there for that move. I got to be brutally honest. But Jesse Jones.
Jones.
Still out there. 35 places gained. P6 overall in the pros, but come on. Really?
Do you know what Jesse Jones sounds like? You know that Jones soda thing?
What?
It's called Jones soda. You never heard of it?
No, I was thinking Dr. Jones or Jesse James.
Dr. Jones just sounds like a knockoff of Dr. Pepper. Like,
have you never heard the song Dr. Jones?
No.
Rob, and you're a 90s kid like me.
Yeah, but
you've never heard of Dr. Jones
Ireland
by
didn't,
Aqua.
Ireland didn't have the internet until 2002. You forget about this. Come on.
Okay.
I had internet before most people did, actually. If I'm being unironic. People here didn't know what the internet is, right? We communicated by just saying, sure, look, be back before 10.
I'm not going to say what I wanted to say because it would be stereotypical. Anyway, so everyone I think everyone has now taken their pit stops. We're 10 minutes to go, so...
Marius Janka has yet to pit. I think he's the only one that is yet to...
He's out the pits. He's just come out the pits. Marius Janka is out the pits. I'm going to head of Chris Hamer.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. And then
it's your overlay, not... You see, we get this, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes my overlay decides it doesn't want to cooperate. Sometimes it's Rob's overlay, so...
Well, look. Let's just put it this way. If he's in the pits, he's pitted. If he hasn't, he hasn't. I can say if he hasn't. But for everybody else, I can safely assert that they've all pitted at this stage. So it is 10 minutes left. 9 minutes, 18 seconds. Well, I've just been put wrong immediately. I was 4 seconds off, but that is the clock, and it's ticking down towards 8 minutes. 8 minutes and 59 seconds starting now. I was correct that time. Julian Kessel hunting down Jonas Dreyer for 4th position in pros and 4th position overall. The amateurs they've actually fallen back a good bit because of the incident between Harvey and Wills. So they will need to get their affairs in order. Harvey behind the car number 76, Will Edgeby. Oh, I said Edgeby. Eggerby. Sorry. We don't do names here very well. That's putting it lightly. Harvey, by the way, he's actually lost 2 positions overall. He's actually still leading the amateurs, but he's lost 2 positions overall, and he is actually, only 5 seconds ahead of this man, Marius Janki, in the car number 88. It still frightens me to this day that car is still driving anywhere near as fast as it is right now, if I'm being honest.
It looks fine.
It doesn't look fine. Why is it here?
It's fine. But you got to remember, behind him, 2 seconds behind him is Shestak. And then Maya? Hello? Where's Joshua come all of a sudden? He's in P5 for the amateurs. And he is... Would it be great if 2 Fords made the podium in the amateurs? You're going to say no. I'm going to say yes. But this is great. Yankee is closing in on Harvey. He's 5 seconds off Harvey. But this is a Ford, a lot of power. But that with Maya in Shestak is going to be interesting with a couple laps to go. They're on lap 10 of 12 laps with 7 minutes remaining. We could tell you about the front of the pros, but Copa is 17.5 seconds ahead of Wygen. Wygen is 4 seconds ahead of Teekins, and Teekins is 2 seconds ahead of Dreyer. So we'll keep an eye on the Dreyer and Kesselhunt battle. Kesselhunt still got that damage, but I also want to just keep an eye on this idea with Jesse Jones, because Jesse Jones probably could catch up to Castle Hunt, but we'll need to make up 3 seconds each lap. Not sure if that's possible, but Castle Hunt does not have any slipstream at the moment, which is very crucial when your wing looks like it's been pushed down and made into a V.
Bendy carbon fiber. Who knew? Will Egby just... Oh no, yeah, he was passing Harry Harvey, so pro passing an amateur. I thought that was a... Well, it is technically a for position, but you know, I'm just trying to spice it up, you know, in the top. It is going to be pretty spicy once Julian Kesselhal gets in within shouting distance of Jonas Dreyer. You know, essentially, well, the thing that we're waiting for right now is if Jonas falls back towards Kesselhal, or Kesselhal just keeps putting in laps. But I think the latter will have to happen because, I mean, looking at, if you see it just on that camera just there, that's a lot of damage on that rear end. I mean, every time I look at it, there's
Nim, we talked about it.
Yeah, Nim.
Talk about it, Nim.
Nim. Does iRacing have a support line for seeing damaged cars?
Kessel Hunt, let's be honest, Kessel Hunt with Slipstream was doing amazing with practically no wing, and I don't know if it's a case of with no wing or Jones just being really fast. He's falling off pace a little bit now, but when he was behind someone, he's still putting in good laps. With a car that basically it should have no downforce at the back. Well, I mean, you don't need downforce around here, but it should be getting held up with the wind getting obstructed by a wing that doesn't exist, per se.
Do you know the F1 designs, right? Where they have that dip in the back. This is essentially what Kesselhut's running right now. It's a dip, it's the dip, like for the shark fin to meet up to the rear wing. Yeah. That's what he's running right now. Well, I mean, it's not.
I wouldn't, because also the splitter's got a bit of damage as well. So that's what I'm looking at, and I'm just thinking, come on, it can't be. This can't be right. He's catching up to Dreyer. Dreyer's had a. Did he have a slowdown coming through the through Corvette?
I think. Oh, Dizzy. He's going to
go side by side with Kettle Hunt with Dreyer. I mean, sorry. Anyway, and Dreyer decides against it. So the Raidillon TV Audi has just been overtaken by a busted up Audi from Austrian Sim Racers.
I mean, to be fair,
Jesse Jones. Look at Jesse Jones. Took a second out of Kesselhunt and 2 seconds out of Dreyer. 4.5 seconds. You know, he was saying would need to do like 3 seconds a lap. Gonna do it. If this keeps going on, Jones is gonna do it.
Yeah, but how much time does he have? That's the question. He's only got 3 minutes on the clock. He'll have a lap. Maybe one more lap? Question mark?
There's one more lap after this, definitely.
And he's carrying damage of his own. He's got damage to the front right. So he's not just putting in laps of absolute magnitude, being an absolute unit. He's putting in laps and carrying damage.
Well, he's had that damage recently. Where did that damage come from? Is what I want to know. That was literally when he pitted. So he's had that lap damage for quite a while now. Where did they get that damage from? With that when they went by. No, I don't know. Where's that damage come from?
I tell you
Jones
what,
has not been near anybody.
I tell you, you know, I have a few contenders for driver of the day. He's probably one of them.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. If you come from like 40th to like 5th or 6th, you know, I don't care who you are. If you're going from 41st to 6th, I will give you a free apple pie. How about that?
Now, we have had a lot of retirements. Let's be honest, we have had a lot of retirements, but even still, if you're at the back, you've got to get by those accidents. So to get by the accidents safely, and then make up places as you're going along, hell of a drive. I mean, just to say the drivers that are no longer on the lead lap: Danny Sanchez, Christian Stockel, Ash Fletcher, James Goldstein, Taylor Lane, Chris Simmons, Neil Butler, Max Davies, Chris Daines, Dion Phillips, Louis Eggertson, Spencer Vick, Andrew Miller, Peter Johansson, Mike Gotrup, Morton Philanders, and Wayne Jury. All of them are more a lap or more down, with about half of them also retired. And I'm watching this battle right now for P26 between Noah Deck and Heatrick, the battle of the busted Audis. And they're side by side coming out on the Mulsanne 2. And they're absolutely busted on the back. And they're still busted. These were the same two that were together in the pits that almost came together. And they didn't get a lot of damage repaired, and they just keep going. This is crazy. Look at it. I'm amazed. Really am amazed at that.
I'm trying to find a Pikachu face, and I'm just like, I'm trying to picture your face on the Pikachu face.
Why mine?
Why
Anyway.
yours? Well, I mean, because you're Maze. That's
Okay,
surprise Pikachu.
So, white flag has been waved. And as Oscar sees the white flag, he puts in a 3:56.046. Wow, okay. Wygen still holds on to P2 with 57 flat. Milan Tegan, the 57.968, losing another second. What about Kessel Hunt? Well, Kessel Hunt is still in P4. Got Dreyer a second behind. And Jones is now 3
Harry
seconds.
Wills has gone off at the Porsche curves. Let's see how this rolled out. Sorry to interrupt. He was going through the first section. First S's. There is Michelin. Oh, he hit the Michelin wall. Oh dear.
Oi! That's heavy damage, heavy damage, heavy damage. Crabbing it back to the... No, gonna continue. Gonna do the last lap. This can't be safe. This cannot be safe. Because that wheel cannot be pointing straight with that much damage. It's definitely not straight.
Looks
I
like
can tell you that right now.
Looks like your car is toast. You need a trip back to pit lane. Press the reset button and we'll come and get you.
Yep, parked it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
It's done.
He thought he could, but I think he was just trying to cross the line.
But you know what this means? This means that Harry Harvey will be leading the amateurs. Marius Yankee in P2 and Shestag and Meyer in a battle right now for P3. Coming down the Honduras, coming down the Mulsanne straight. Meyer's on the gonna be around the outside, side by side, almost touching, but the part of that Ford is just showing it. He had a spin at the start of the race on the first corner. He is gonna take a podium if he stays like this right now, Will Meyer. Great drive, great recovery. Shestag wants to respond. Shestag wants to respond. Can't respond. Meyer keeps that position. That's the battle for P3 in the amateurs. What about the rest of the field? Kessel Hunt and Dreyer is too far away.
I'm just looking at it now. Shystag needs to make the move before Porsche curves and then hold it through Porsche curves. The prime time when he does it is just right before Porsche curves. Makes the move going into Porsche curves. It throws off Meyer. Meyer cannot respond. Oh, did it?
No!
Oh, too wide.
Close.
Too wide going through Mulsanne 2. Shystag makes a move. The reply is coming from Mayer with the title Your Move, and he says the following.
Oh, they almost come close again. Mayer puts his nose in front. This works for Mayer because if he takes the lead here, if he takes this position here, he will go into Toyota. They almost touch again. Shestag with the move, and then Mayer had to respond. Does he get a slowdown there? Just avoids a slowdown. He will fight on. This is not where Mayer wants to be, because if he gets past Shestag has the Busan straight to make that move that Rob was talking about. This could be his move. We'll look at the front, by the way. Copa is around the Porsche curves, into the Corvette curves, and now the karting S's. He is just a few corners left. We'll keep an eye as well on Shestag and Mayer as they're going side by side into Indianapolis. Mayer does have it, but
close.
Shestag responds!
They do
Mayer
touch.
just holds on for it. Meanwhile, Copa comes around the last few corners. He will take victory in the first race. No issues there. We'll come and take the victory. Let's go back to Mayer and Shestag.
Coming up through just past Indianapolis. They're coming towards the Porsche curves now. Scheistag is too far back. He's lost just enough of a gap for, I think, Josh Mayer to start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel for him, because he's not had a particularly successful race. Just, you know, just a few issues at the start for him. He just was very unlucky with the start, but if you can keep a hold of it, he might just have it. He goes very wide coming out onto Corvette. Does Scheistag have a response? He doesn't. I don't think he does. Oh, no, that car just kicked out wide on the first set of chicanes on Ford, and that's it. He has to settle.
We missed drama. Because Jonas Dreyer lost P5. Jonas Dreyer lost P5. Now, what's happened here? Oh, coming around Jesse Jones at the end. Coming around the Ford chicane. Really aggressive. Coming to the final. They come to the final chicane. Jesse Jones, so much speed. Yeah, Dreyer's got nowhere to go. He's slowing down to prevent him going onto the grass. And Jones just goes into the back. From 41st to 5th. Not the way he wanted it to happen. But what a drive by Jesse Jones.
Wait, hang on. Dreyer might have ran out of fuel.
You're right.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I think he was running out of fuel. You can hear the engine going. Oh, wow. He literally ran out at the Ford chicanes, and he put the clutch on. He ran out of fuel. The little bump that he got from Jesse Jones actually put him across the line.
You love to see it. You love to see it. So, I think it's time, because it's now time to enable the secret weapon, Rob. Hit the randomizer. What is the number for the reverse grid?
32.
32 is the number.
I've already sent it to him. Don't worry.
Oh, I've just typed it.
Yeah, fair enough.
You've ruined my fun. So, when you look at it, and you know what the best thing is? 32 cars were on the lead lap. Harry Wheels is going to be pole in the next race.
Oh no! Can I get a refund? Can I get a refund on the number I chose, please? Can I get a refund?
No, you cannot. But let's just go down the list. We were talking about Oscar Copa won at the race 22nd. He put a 3:55.7 to finish the race. He takes the win in overall. Rucker Wygen takes P2. Milan Tikins third. Julian Kesselhunt fourth. Jesse Jones makes up 36 places for fifth. Jonas Dreyer ran out of fuel at the end, finishes sixth. Will Egby finishes seventh. And then Harry Harvey wins the amateurs there in eighth. Ben Smith goes ninth. Marius Yankee 10th. Mayer with a great recovery drive to get third on the amateurs in 11th. Shestag goes 12th. Huertas 13th. Hamer 14th. Mensner 15th. Dandridge 16th. Then Beaumont 17th. Simon Dodd 18th. Christian Furs 19th. Adam Christo will go 20th. Jack Roos 21st. Mark Bailey 22nd. Carsten Neuerdek 23rd. Zachariah Jammer 24th. Gavin Boye 25th. Liam Ahern 26th. James Armstrong 27th. Matt Heatrick 28th. Dean Timms 29th. Lyndon Lee 30th. Josh Seymour 31st. Harry Wills 32nd. He will take pole in the next race. But all the cars that were down a lap or more. Danny Sanchez 1 lap down. Christian Stockel was 2 laps down. Chris Simmons was 3 laps down. Fletcher, Goldstein, Lane, Davies all 5 laps down. Danes 6 laps down. Neil Butler 7 laps down. Then Phillips, Egerton 10 laps down. Then Vic, Miller, Johansson, Goldtrup, Philandris all 11 laps down. And then Wayne Drury crashed at the start 12 laps down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate what happened to the guys, but it's racing, you know. There is a second race. The start though was pretty good. I will have to admit this. The actual start was pretty good, but it just I think it was just there were so many cars on track, it just all started falling apart as soon as Mulsanne 1 came up. But I will give a special shout out to the man of Jesse Jones. Who, how many positions did he make up again?
36.
Ridiculous. How did he manage that? I have no idea why. I'll never. I have no. Yeah. So am I. So
no words.
Race 2 is coming up. Don't go away. We will have a little intermission where myself and Craig will talk about stuff. So Craig, welcome to the intermission.
Thanks for having me on this intermission.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming out. Intermission. So they're just spawning the second session. We use this time in between sessions to sort of have an R&R, recoup and rejuvenate, you know, and just talk about stuff. Real life racing and sim racing alike, you know?
Yeah. I've just drunk the last of my drink. That's how much my throat was going there.
Oh, you're still on the squash, are you?
You see, Rob doesn't like this. Yeah, it's my thing. I drink squash.
You love squash for some reason. I have no idea why.
I don't mind drinking water, but I like flavored water. You know what I mean?
Why flavor? See, that's actually my first talking point. Why squash?
I don't know. I always have. It's like, you know, you have things as a kid, and then you just stick with it. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things.
Right, fair enough. You know, I won't judge you too harshly for it, but I mean, you are drinking flavored water, so I will judge you.
Thanks. That means a lot to me.
So, the first point of contention I have is, well, real life racing. Particular talking point for me in this one is the talk of Russell being vamoosed immediately.
What? When? Where? How?
No,
Who?
there's rumors that he might be from Williams.
Well, that's because you don't have Claire and Frank running the team anymore. That's what I could say. But there's also rumors that Grosjean and Magnussen will be gone from Haas. Now, that's another rumor that's been going about. And that one I can see compared to the Russell. Because why are you going to get rid of a guy like Russell in a car that underperforms? He's a great driver in a car that does not have the pace. So why get rid of Russell? But with no offense to Grosjean and Magnussen, Grosjean wants to look at sports car racing. There's the new hypercars coming out. And I reckon he'll be in one of those. And at the same time, Haas has affiliation with Ferrari. Ferrari want to get Callum Ilott or Mick Schumacher in a car. They've got Mick lined up for Alfa Romeo. That's another rumour. But they're going to have to put Ilott somewhere and put him in a Haas. So we've got that situation there. And that's one I can see. That rumour I do see. But Russell getting the boot? No.
I mean, I would probably put it down to maybe he would get the boot. Because it's a new management, they want to try something new. The old stuff hasn't worked, so out with the old, in with the new, and be like, alright lads, win us some races. Otherwise, we're going to be on F1 Drive to Survive again, and we don't want that happening.
We don't want to drive to survive.
Drive to win my heart. How about that?
Fair enough. No, that's one I can see. By the way, I know where it's a little bit down. If you are late to the stream, welcome. Also, those that stayed around from Mr. Ghostman's raid, I mean, thank you very much for staying around. Very nice of you guys to stay around. If you do want to follow us, the follow button on Twitch, the subscribe button on YouTube. Do check out our Discord underneath the video. We do have live timings.
YouTube.Raidillon. Or YouTube.com. I said YouTube.Raidillon. Oh no.
Wow. Yeah, YouTube.com/Raidillon TV.
I'm gonna have so much hate mail for that. YouTube.Raidillon. Oh.
We'll be honest. We'll be honest. We stream to both.
Yeah, we do.
Twitch is like that. Yeah, it's like the thing that you just forget about. Twitch is.
Oh well, come on. I mean, it's not that.
It's there for the Twitch clip.
Yeah, it's there for. It's there to get our name on Twitch clips.
But now I know Nim's here.
Yeah.
Now I know Nim's here. It's gonna be used all the time.
Yeah, Nim. Any clips that we have, we're just the spectators. That's our defense
so far.
That is our defense
so far. But I do like that Nim's been watching since the drivers' meeting on another stream. I have no idea which stream he's been watching.
Well, I mean, it's good to know that he's making sure he's checking the list. Well, he's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
It's October. It's October. It's October. Look, for those who don't understand, I work for Royal Mail, and the number one joke is you don't say the C word. You don't say Christmas. It's a swear. And when everybody gets loads of packets, what do they say when you open the door? Must be Christmas. No! Sorry, that's my little gripe. I do like Christmas.
Well,
I do like Christmas.
Wow, look at you hating on Christmas.
No, I like Christmas. I do like Christmas. It's yeah. Christmas is hard for people in the retail and delivery industry. Come on.
That is fair. That is fair. I have.
But no, as I was saying, check out our Discord.
Yeah, I've lost the YouTube chat. What?
How have you
Silly.
lost it?
Oh, I don't know how I lost it. It magically disappeared. No, it's just that the restream software is it's not doing its thing properly. It sees Twitch chat. If you're in Twitch chat, say hello. If you're in YouTube chat, you can also say hello. I'll have to like dart to my fourth monitor to be like, say hello.
I can keep my eyes on
actually,
side, don't worry.
There's two things I want to talk about while we're in this intermission. We touched on it before on Friday with the ILMS series. ILMS, IMSA, and one other series. Which one is it? It is the IELMS. Sorry, yeah.
Of course, yeah. So it's the same as ILMS. Yeah.
The two of them are going to, or the three of them are being bumped up a grade from C to B for IMSA, B to A for both ILMS and IELMS. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it's something that the community's wanted for a while, which is fair enough. I think IMSA, it would be helpful. I mean, IMSA's very popular. Now, the question is it popular just because it's C is kind of that entry? It's like when you look at Oval, you look at your Oval racing. You start from Rookie, then you go to ARCA and D Series. Then once you get out of there, you get to the proper Oval racing. C Series trucks, B Series Xfinity, A Series the Cup cars. You do that with the road, and you've got the pilot. I guess that's where you go, but then that's it. So there is a little bit of a gap. I don't think the pilot series, and I think VRS. I think VRS is the perfect thing for C as that way to step up. But then at C, all you got to drive is a GT4. No, not a GT4, because that's a D series, isn't it? Pilot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But all you've got to drive is the GT3. And the unfortunate thing is that a couple of those GT3s will only go into IMSA. So unless you really like the GT3s, you won't be buying anything else. Although I did see a little community drive, because the Ferrari GTE is so underused. They were discussing the idea of removing the Ferrari GTE and adding the Ferrari GT3, which would be good. But again, that's not up to the community, of course, but it's community input. That'd be nice. But IMSA at B, that's fine. ILMS at A, yeah, it is the pinnacle of sports car racing. But what will it do to participation? Participation is up this season, because of the new LMP2, because of the Corvette GTE. The Audi and the Porsche, now they're the old boys. Now they're the old cars.
Back in my-
participation is down.
Back in my day, we had all of those fancy new cars, and they came up to us and said, "How do we drive?"
But it is just a case of I do worry about that, but you'll only know how it goes once you get there. And everyone talks about this is I wouldn't say the bugbearer. Everyone talks about bumping it will improve the standard of racing. All I'm going to say is, have they seen the ILMS broadcast splits?
Oh,
Because,
no.
let's be
Oh,
honest.
no.
It doesn't matter what your safety rating, what your I rating is. Everyone's going to have a brain fart, and there's going to be bad mistakes. We've even seen it with the pro. Eduardo Mortara came in one day to the Fanatec GG Challenge, or a broadcast split every Sunday night bias. He was in a race, and a small incident that he got caught up in caused a massive accident. About 10 cars got collected coming out of the hill at Watkins Glen up into the next corner, which we call the First Amigo.
Mm-hmm.
It's.
I am still waiting on that session to become alive. Don't go away, guys. We're still going to be here. We're still going to be grooving and schmooving, but we're just waiting for the session to go live so we can bring you the second race. Harry, where's the second session?
Where is the second race?
Where is it? Where is it?
We are early. We are early. Do not worry.
The people want to know. The people want to know.
Okay, so now I've got a question. Now I've got a question. So the second race is a grid start, right?
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
Where are the grid slots at Le Mans?
They snake through. They snake through Fort Chicane and they go all the way back.
Oh dear. And we've got how many cars again? 41? 43?
Yeah, in and around. Oh, above 40. Yeah. So to say that I'm scared. Ooh.
You realise that the start finish line is at like I said, it's at the back of the straight.
Oh.
So literally, the top 4 cars are the only ones that are going to be straight.
Adam, sorry, I didn't see him there. How are we this evening?
I'm very good, but that race didn't quite go to plan. I made a bit of an error, so yeah, a bit of a tough one. I thought the qualifying, considering the amount of practice I managed to get in, I thought qualifying went fairly well. I ended 11th, and I made it, I think, into 8th or 9th just by not spinning on the first lap. Quite happy with that, and then unfortunately. I had a little bit of contact on the back straight, and I looked at it and I realised it was my error. I thought I was clear. Looking at where it was in the mirror, I was like, right, okay, I'll just nip in front just to keep that position. And yeah, sadly, put a handful of us in the wall, which is a bit unfortunate. But managed to drag it back from, I don't know, 35th or 6th back up to 21st, I think it was. So not the end of the world, but could have been better.
Yeah, and I could see it there when we were looking back at it. When did you first realize, like, oh no, I've done a bad thing?
At the point that it just turned hard right into the barrier. And of course, after I was thinking to myself, I was like, why didn't I just stay in the left-hand lane? Because in the end, the Merc's pretty quick on the straights in this, and so I think I'd have had him by the time I'd got to the chicane anyway, turn 11. But yeah, I just pinched it at turn 10. So yeah, unfortunately, I took Louis and a handful of the others out. I've already spoke to him and apologised. Yeah, I looked at the replay and it was solely my fault, unfortunately. But hopefully, this one goes a bit better. So. Have we found out where the reverse grid starts from?
32, yes.
32. Yeah, 32.
Oh, okay then. So I ended up, where did I end up? 21st, so I'll end up around 11th again. So let's see whether I can carve through.
So when we had the accidental grid start last season, you probably had the best start of anybody.
Yeah.
Have you practiced your grid starts? Because I know, especially in real world, you do rolling starts. So have you done any practice, or was that just pure luck? Or
It like honestly, last time was a little bit of pure luck. Like when I get onto the grid, I always turn the engine off just so it saves the fuel. And suddenly the lights went green, and I'm trying to start the thing because I got an ignition button and a start button on my button box. So I was trying to start it, and I had an idea of where I wanted to have the clutch. And literally just as I managed to get it started, it went green, and off I went and just nailed the start. And so in the end, it was really good. There's a little bit more of a run up into turn 1 here, so I'm hoping that I can do the same. But I'm 11th, so I wonder whether I'm going to be in the chicane or not. It's going to be a little.
I think you will be. I think you will be. I think
Yeah.
you won't be the only one in the chicane. Yeah.
Some people are going to have to brake before they even get to the start line if they're any further back. So it's I'm just going to have to, I suppose, wing it like I normally do and see what happens. So I've done quite a bit of F3 stuff on iRacing, and so I got a good idea of roughly where the biting points are for the F3 at least, and I just need to see whether I can replicate it for the AMG again.
I still remember that clip though from Silverstone last year, just because not last season. That's a drink. Last season, just because I just remember. Oh, it's the Vettels because there were 2 Fords that spun in front of you in the first corner.
Well, that was it. It was a week after the Grand Prix had been there, and so
Exactly.
and I don't know why, but it just sort of it made me laugh anyway. And Jeremy was spotting me, and maybe that's where I went wrong in the first race. Just my usual spotter, Jeremy, wasn't with us. Unfortunately, he's back to work at the moment, so I'm a man down right now. But yeah, the start at Silverstone, I felt like a hero.
It was a good drive. I mean, you're probably looking. Well, you are trying to win. Of course, you're looking for a good result this season. A couple of the names last season not here, so unfortunately the first race didn't go to plan for you. But I obviously you're trying to look to get back up there, especially when we got Nordschleife in a few weeks time as well. So I mean, your goal really now is just survive. But what are your overall aims for the league? Are you definitely looking for a top 3 this season?
Yeah, if I can. Like in the end, I just want to do as well as I can. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to make every single race, so that's a bit of a shame. But I'm going to do as many as I can and try and make it into the top 3. I've got my eyes on that button box, so if I can go well, then hopefully. I'm sure. Hold on, I had a quick brief read through the regs. I can't remember. Is the button box still one of the prizes, or is it different for this season?
Is it?
I
I can't remember either.
But anyway, no, I just want to do as much as I can and enjoy it. That's what I'm doing this for. I really enjoy it, and I'm building up quite a good online community through Twitch and stuff. So
yeah, it's good to see.
I will say, commiserations on the latest race at Nordschleife are being postponed. I did hear that, yes, because I think you had a drive lined up.
Yeah.
Postponed this weekend.
Yeah, it was a shame. So basically, last Friday I had the deal all sorted, looking good. I was thinking, right, okay, I get to do another race because after the 24 hours this year, that sadly didn't go to plan. We were leading before our car crashed out. 4.5, 5 hours into the race, and that was the end of our 24. So I didn't even basically during the whole week I had more physio sessions and massages than I completed laps, which is a bit of a shame at the Nürburgring 24 in real life. But yeah, I was looking forward to getting back in the car this weekend, but sadly COVID has got involved again, and so it means that no one's racing at the Nürburgring this weekend. But there's one in 2 weeks, so fingers crossed. I think it's going to take a bit of a miracle to get there for that race, but fingers crossed we can do that one in 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I will say fingers crossed. I'm just saying we are waiting to grid. We are waiting for the next race to start in 2 minutes. So I will wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
We hope to see another. Yeah, we hope to see it. Don't do a Lewis Hamilton and just be careful. But
you,
all the best.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Don't do a Lewis Hamilton.
Okay,
Let's not.
Don't do a Lewis Hamilton. Craig King.
I mean, where would you do practice starts around here? First of all, that's the question.
Pass.
I mean, you've got a long stretch of road where everyone's doing 280 kilometers an hour and more. So where would you be going? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. You do that. I will be me. For the moment, we've got a minute left until the race starts. Joshua Mayer has disconnected. This is a bit of an issue. I think he's had network issues there. We'll keep an eye on that. But we still have a big field. I'd love to run down the starting order. Fortunately, I can't with the way it is at the moment. We do know that Harry Wills will be pole, and the pro drivers that finished the top of the race last time, they're gonna have trouble because, well, I don't think I've ever seen a grid start at Le Mans. If anyone has, let me know. But I'm worried. I'm literally worried. Let's just say for those people in Twitch, they might have an excuse to hit the clip button because the start is going to be chaotic. And in fact, yeah, there's two. Oh wow, there are two cars on the Mulsanne show. What has happened to Chris Hamer? What happened? You can't see this. Chris Hamer, just got ploughed into. I'm not sure who by. Lyndon Lee did not realise that there were two cars practicing their starts and drives into the back of Hamer. And it's night time.
SpaghettiOs. Let's just actually get very quickly the start time. Apparently it's 1600. Apparently. I think this is wrong. Right. I think this is wrong. We can ignore it. I can hear the big boys going off with the tricolors. Oh, and we're lining up.
Also, can I just say, the cars from 20th onwards are in the chicane. If you are at 31st, you are right by the chicane. But we are waiting for the lights to go out. And this is the long wait, because we don't even know when the lights are going off, do we? So we are waiting. We are waiting. Nim, if you're still there, we need some help.
We need the support. And just getting ready. It is green flag finally. Oh my god, I'm nervous. I can't see anything.
One's in the grass already, one's in the grass, the field's already free, there's four! One's in the pit lane, five! Harry Wills takes the lead from Josh Seymour, and Josh Seymour gets spun around from Lyndon Lee, I think that is! Noah Deck's in the front, no Boyak's in the front, Christo's in fourth! That's Heatrick in second. Wills takes the lead still. Lyndon Lee behind. Absolute chaos. Noah Deck and Christo going side by side into the after the will they kick this off? Noah Deck has a spin. Who's next up third? Spins everywhere, and another car goes around. There is going to be two wide there. That is Dreyer and Tekin going to Turk Rouge. They're two wide. Gets through. Tekin's there. I'm not sure who's in the lead. I'm not sure who crashed. All I know, there's battles all the way the round. 2x2 at the front for P2. Heatrick, Lee's got the inside. They're coming down the Honduras. Who will take this? They are halfway down the Honduras. Still matching everybody. There's no slipstream there for Christo. Christo is leading the pros, by the way. Who's going to flinch first if they come through the first Mulsanne? Oh, they're going 2x2. Going 2x2. Lee might have this. There's still 2x2, Rob. I'm losing my voice.
2x2 going down to be in between middle and Mulsanne. I just want to keep an eye on the back in case something else happens. While we have this, it is Adam Cristo making an absolute lunge up into 4th position and securing himself a good position. He started 12th, by the way. Started 12th and absolutely gunned it at the start. So now he's up into 4th. What a great start from him.
Oh, that's Heat-Trick gone wide. Heat-Trick's gone too hot into the corner.
Yeah, just
wow.
Yeah, just saw just a bit too hot. He needs to keep his cool. There's only, I think there is only about, my maths are right, about 7 laps.
Yeah, I'm just watching the start again. The absolute chaos at the start.
A 3 wide going. The 3 wide going. Oh, the car 76. Will Egby overcooking it just a little bit, almost hitting the rear end of Liam Ahern. Milan Tikins. Oh, there's fights everywhere. James Goldstein started in the pits, by the way, so he missed the start, but I think he had the right idea. He is in 30th position now. Let's have a look, a gentle look now at the start.
Take me through it. Take me through it.
Okay.
Take everyone through it.
Okay, so this was, oh dear. Okay, very, very calmly I will go through the start. All right, very calmly. That's Harry Wills. He's the guy. He's the guy that's gonna take them off, and they do go off, and off they went now. And just seeing that Simon Dodds, he got spun around at the start, I think. Let's just see if we can get a chopper on him. He did. He hooked the rear right and cartwheels all around. So he's having issues. There's more cars having issues. That is a Ford. That was a Manatee Ford. I think it was Marius Yankee having issues as well. And that's a car in the pits. Oh dear. And it went from bad to worse for nearly everybody at that stage because, well, just look, Jesse Jones having issues at the start. He's still going though, but he's carrying damage. Just issues. Let's see what Scheistag had happened to him. Yeah.
Adam Christog, this is 3 seconds ahead of Ben Smith in the pros. Catching on to Harry Wills. Harry Wills is just gone, by the way. Great drive there from Harry Wills. Always doing well. I need to make up for that unfortunate incident there in the last race. Christo battling Lyndon Lee. Not for position. Christo needs to get catching, and every time Lyndon Lee keeps blinking, and that's got to be off-putting. Well, not for a driver that's used to driving in the dark like Adam Christo is, but when racing, with a guy blinking behind you, especially at this time of night, that's illuminations that's just messing you up. And you look at that damage there for Jesse Jones. We did a 25-minute race, and Jones there sitting so far back. Who are the big gainers in that start, by the way? Well, Ben Smith made up 19 places. We talked about Christo, an amazing start off the grid there, made up 11. Will Edby, 18 places. Milan Tikins, who he's battling right now, made up 21. They're side by side coming down into the first Mulsanne. Egby just gets ahead, and this is quite crucial because this is a battle for P3 in the pros, and kind of on their own at the moment. I mean, you look at this for P3.
P3 for the pros. Will Egby? Oh. All I can see is lights. I just see the lights and I'm just like, oh no.
That might be the highest I've ever spoken when it comes to a grid start. But side by side, Egby and Tikins, keep an eye on this. Now they're going to be side by side into the second. Mulsanne is where Tikins, makes it. He had a bit of a moment when he tried to go side by side in the first race. Makes it stick there. Egby now is on the attack himself. Just got to keep an eye out. Jonas Dreyer is 3 cars behind them. That's the other car in the pros that they'll be trying not to get tangled up with. Tiken takes the middle of the road as you usually do for the speed. Mercedes and a BMW go into Le Mans, and the Mercedes goes, thank you very much, Teekins. Keeps that position. Pretty quiet elsewhere at the front. All quiet on the home front, Captain.
Really? All quiet on the home front, Captain?
What are you looking to say, John? Oh, Mark Bailey's, by the way. Mark Bailey and Liam Ahern. They had a bit of a moment there. I think they had a bit of a slowdown. But Rutger Weigand and Jonas Dreyer right now going side by side. And let's, you know what, let's have both Raidillon TV cars in the same shot. At the pick. The pick there from Dreyer. Dreyer kicks Weigand into first. He had nowhere to go, but still goes around the outside to get past Furs. Imagine that. A Raidillon TV car picks a car using another Raidillon TV car. Brilliant.
I mean, it's Raidillon TV. The only corner you ever need.
You got a bit of a tear in your eye there, haven't you?
I know.
Well, hang on one second. Yeah.
I know. It's now tear sadness as the Ford is coming back for the greatest amount of seconds it can ever get. Ooh, and just making it just before the Porsche curves. That is car number 5 of Jonas Dreyer battling with the car number 99 of Rutger Weigand.
You never say that right. It's Weigand.
Weigand.
So, Adam Christo not catching up to Harry Wills at the moment. We'll see what the times are after this lap. Oh, Christo might have had an off track there. Did he get away with it? Just. Ben Smith's got ahead of Lyndon Lee as well. So that will be the battle for the lead of the pros. It was a 59.5 for Wills, and it was a 4-minute flat for Christo. Losing time. What about Ben Smith? A 4-minute flat as well. They've almost had identical times. So holding on, and then Lee, Lyndon. You got to stop, Lyndon. Come on, you got to stop.
Oh, he's blinking. Oh no.
He is blinking, and Teekins has to get by him. Teekins has to get by him, and needs to really for a chance to get by.
Almost 3 wide coming up towards. That is Dunlop. No, it's not Dunlop chicane, is it?
That's a Dunlop curves, yeah.
Sorry,
Dunlop.
Sorry, Dunlop curve. Sorry, I was having a bit of a brain fart personally, but you know how it is.
But look who's in this little battle, right behind this little battle. Here's Oscar, 20 places made up, currently sitting P11, trying to catch up, and he's got a few pros that if he plays his cars right in the next 15 minutes, well, I'll tell you what, he's got 3.5 laps. 3.5 laps, 4.5 laps, sorry, to try and do something. They are side by side though. Edby and Weigand. Edby will get the inside. Get it again. Take the inside here at these curves. Slow entry, and Weigand will try and capitalize on this. He's right up there, almost touching, but keeps it safe. But Weigand, Matt Heatrick is just like he's on his own. He's in a double pro sandwich, and he's like, what am I doing here? I'm an amateur. You know, I've got 2 pros in front, 3 pros behind. What do I do? Not much he can do at the moment, and I think Edby has caught on to lead now as well as Teekins get by. Absolute, these guys at the front are just, apart from Harry Wills, are getting caught by everybody.
It's going to be interesting to see. It actually is 7 laps. I was right with my prediction, but it is going to be tight. It's going to be tight.
Oh.
Another NASCAR reference, but from a particular person.
These guys, Heatrick, Copa wants to get by Heatrick, and that's what he needs.
Sending it in.
Kesselhunt, no. Wow, Kesselhunt's going to get by. Kesselhunt might send this. Wow. Look in front, though. Look at this chaos in front. That is 2 cars. That is Lee and Dreyer going side by side. Egby and Weigand has come by. Lee keeps blinking. That's scary. Sorry. Weigand, Egby continue to go side by side. But again, Egby takes the middle of the road. The key part. What will Weigand have as a response? There's no way Egby can hold on to the inside here. Sells the dummy. Great little dummy there, but Weigand's got nowhere to go. He wanted to try and make that move. Could not make it. He's almost going to hit Egby if he's not careful. Just avoids him. Now he's going to send himself up to the outside of Arnage. Nice little move. Set yourself up to the outside. Get a better line. Does not pay off for him. He's going to have to rely on his speed. But Dreyer and Copa are right behind. And this is a crazy train of traffic. Egby, Wygen, Dreyer, Copa, and Kesselhunt, if you throw him into the mix as well. 5 cars all battling for an important place. I think it's safe to say that is for P4 and onwards in the pros.
It's pro, amateur in the top 10, and then there's 2 amateurs end to end. It's a pro sandwich. It's like having double meat in your Subway sandwich. It's a double meat of pro, and then the thin bread of amateur on either end in the top 10.
Look at this. It almost looks like that Wygen wants to make a move into the fourth chicane. He can't. In fact, he compromised his line. Taking that road, he's compromised. Everybody's had to check up around him. And now Wygen wants to try and keep this line. Copa goes and makes the move. Wygen's getting net-coded from Dreyer. Hello? Am I the only one seeing that? I think I am.
Wait, I think you are the only one that saw. I was just like, you got left coded from where now?
Oh, Wygen trying to go around the outside of Dunlop. Can't do it. And he sacrifices time making these moves. This brings Dreyer in. This brings Kesselhunt. And Egby's just going, okay, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. That one mistake from Wygen just shook everything up at the front here.
Spencer Fick in the pits. He's actually just told what's happened to him. He's come out of the pits. Oh, I think he might have a... I think he's had a damaged car, and I think he has decided... No. But let's just see what happened to him. It's the latest to dive into the pits. What happened? You can see the flames spitting out the back. It's very nice. Oh! And yeah, he span at Dunlop curves and rear-ended the wall, and that's him, I think. Oh! Oscar Coper missing. Mustang
Somebody
won.
else missed it as well. Somebody else missed it as well. That was Dreyer. What's happened there? They both just... Oh! Copa was side by side with Wygen, and oh! Dreyer goes into the back of Copa. Oh! Too much on the brake. Too late on the brakes. They were battling each other, and Dreyer, he was lucky not to collect Wygen as well. But that big damage for the back there. Dreyer's going down the field. Copa's got damage. He has to recover. How much that? Oh, wow. The back of that. The wing's still intact. The splitter. I hope you like Vincent van Gogh artwork.
Julian Kesselhut putting in the numbers, though. He's doing very well for himself in 7th position. He started 28th. So he's gained 21 places.
And also Milan Tikan's just taken P3 overall. Also, we want to look at this battle for the amateurs. Lee, Heatrick, side by side into Mulsanne, sorry. This is the battle for P2 in the amateurs. They're going side by side down the Gulf Straight. And then Furtz and Copa's like, can we play? Please, please. This is not NASCAR. This is not Daytona or Talladega. This is the Gulf Straight at Le Mans. But you're seeing pack racing. This is crazy. Who's going to blink first? It actually looks like Lee might be on the bad luck here. He's on the inside. Yeah, he's just let 2 cars go by. So Heatrick's gone by. Copa's gone by. He's now on the defense against Furtz because he might be able to catch up and go overtake Copa. But he has to defend his position now in the amateurs.
Making it through. Not too much issues there, but they're definitely racing each other very hard. And then the field, there's definitely places to be gained. Jesse Jones battling Louis Egerton. Unfortunately, due to the start, he was in the middle of the pack when it all happened. So I think he's still carrying damage, as is Egerton. But the 2 of them have gained a few places, so it's not too much. He has gained 3 places. Oh, and Dandridge has gone off.
Oh, it looks like he spun there. Where is that? I can't. Is that Porsche?
It is Porsche Curves.
Yeah, it's Porsche Curves. That's a weird place to lose it as well, because look where he is. And oh, no, that's not the lot. Ooh, he's on the outside there. That's going to hold up Seymour. Ooh, Seymour had to hit the brakes there. A little bit of a careful moment there. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm still watching this intense battle at the front. Looks like that Liam Ahern had to sort of slow down there as well. So he's going to... yeah, Liam Ahern sort of slow down. As Fletcher, Neil Butler goes by him because of it. There is a battle still just brewing. These amateur drivers, Heatrick, Lee, Furz, Phillips. Well, Phillips is a pro. He's just watching the battle unfold in front of him, just having to take it easy. Copa. Copa's a 4:03.2. That was the lap he just missed the pit lane. So we'll wait and see. Not the pit lane, the chicane after getting contact. We'll wait and see. But Wygen is back onto Edgeby, sorry. Needs to make a move, and again Edgeby goes to the inside. Great defending here in that Mercedes by Will. Holds on as much as he can. Don't think he'll be able to though. Wygen might have this. Is he going to brake later? Edgeby. Yep, he gives up the position. That'll be P5 for Wygen, and Edgeby now into stick on the defense. Kesselhunt's right behind him, but he's also got the slipstream on Wygen. So that'll be one to keep an eye out for. In fact, I think they might be going for it. I need to keep an eye on Tikins and Christo. They're catching up as well. But this battle is the one we want to see. Side by side again. Go, Edgeby and Wygen.
Yeah, and they come down. Will Edgeby going on the inside? They switch lanes, essentially.
No!
What a move from Wygen. What was that ludicrous move?
He's on the inside, coming to the corner, goes to the outside because Edgeby goes in front of him, and makes the move. I've never seen anything like that. But no, we got a late block there from Wygen onto Edgeby. Looks okay. They're still side by side. The inside does belong to Wygen. Will he yield? He does not. The Ford bit earlier on the brake. They need to go, and actually Kesselhunt wants a bit of action now. He wants to come in with this, but he cannot. Keeps on battling, but Edgeby might be losing the toe of Wygen right now. Need to get to the middle of the track. He might now be on defense instead of offense. But that move. Wow.
Ludicrous. I mean, I've never seen something so ludicrous just being pulled off just so calmly before. Wygen just went, it just sort of happened. Ooh,
that's a bit nasty. But they keep it straight. Edgeby and Kesselhunt keeping it straight. A bit of a flap. Not sure who's in the wrong there.
It was Edgeby for changing lanes twice.
Yeah.
He changed his lane twice, and that's what Kesselhunt was annoyed about.
So Wills 7 seconds ahead of Christo. Wills has just been on his own since he left us to start. Christo getting caught by Tekin. The gap is 1.8. No real battles elsewhere. Wygen, Edgeby, Kesselhunt. Well, there is battles near the back. We'll keep an eye on that. How's that amateur battle for P2 going on? Heatrick, Furz, sorry, I always got that wrong last season. Don't want to get it wrong again. They're in a battle. The Raidillon Ferrari against, I believe that is the RacingSimRigs car. I forgot the team name for that one. I feel so bad for Matt Heatrick. That is RacingSimRigs. I do apologise. They are pushing as well. Pushing Furz wants to make the move. He's not going to make the move into Ford, is he? He's not going to make the move into the Ford chicane. They're side by side going down. They might make it with 4 minutes remaining. He does it. There's going to be 2 laps. Am I right? 2 laps left after this. So it's all to play for still in this 25-minute sprint race.
Oh, Tim Scheistad got speeding in the pits. Oh.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He was on his roof.
Oh, he was the one that flipped. Oh, okay.
Because he got launched into the pits. He got a speeding penalty for it.
Oh, he didn't get an unsafe pit entry then, like you would elsewhere.
No, he just got speeding in pits.
Wow. Anyway, Tegan's trying to catch on to Christo. Just not happening at the moment. The gap's 1.1. He is faster by 0.3. But comes down to the straights, and this BMW cannot hang with that Mercedes. Great driving from Christo. So we'll keep an eye on that. Elsewhere, Kettle Hunt wants to make a move onto Edgeby. Now he's going to be making these moves just like Wychin did earlier. He's going really wide. Really, he's going off the road to make this move. Can he make the braking? Can he make the stick? They're going to come together. They have come together. Kettle Hunt hit Edgeby and just drives on.
Just, we'll go for impartiality. We'll get the chopper out. Chopper mode engage. Let's see what happened here. I mean, to be fair,
yeah. Great moving though. I mean, to have that move for Kettle Hunt to go off the track like he did.
yeah,
But
that's not Kettle Hunt's fault. The door got closed on him.
Yeah, where is he to go?
Yeah, where is he to
Where
go?
is he to
He was going to keep it straight, you know.
But they did netcode. Regardless, that does not matter. So the front feel a little bit more decided, but the first place.
Yeah, I was about to say, for the first place.
First place going on for Christo and Tegan. Sorry, someone was just. I had to just mute because I didn't want you to hear someone ramming open the door. Like
Yeah,
the
fair
FBI.
enough. Fair enough.
But Tegan is now 0.4 of a second. It's now 0.4 of a second, half a second now, on to Christo. He has caught up really well, and all the back of that car slides going into Indianapolis. Doesn't affect his time though, doing really good. And is that also a battle there for the third place in the pros? Yes. Smith is and Wychin. Wychin is now caught up to Ben Smith. So those two are going to be battles. So there's a battle for the pros. Top 4 places in the pros are all up for grabs right now, with one and about a third of a lap to go.
It is all lights and no sun. It is just basically headlamps, the race track, and that's it. You probably can see the Ferris wheel from here. Well, yeah, you can. It's lit up by a million LEDs. But it's important as a marker because this will be the final lap. As Harry Wills is just ahead of them. There they are. There he is. Look, Emil and Teakins battling with Adam Christo. Real life driver versus real life driver for the lead of pros. Ooh, Adam Christo squeezing Teakins onto the grass. Coming through Ford chicane. Oh, that was very close. It's bumper to bumper. It's bumper to bumper though. My butt cheeks are clenched. Oh, Adam Christo going on the inside. That might not be the smart move.
Not where he wants to be.
Oh.
Wychin goes cross and he can land this. They're going by. The noise of the going. Teakins might have this. Teakins might have this. They go 2 by 2. Oh, they almost come together. Still 2 by 2 through the court. The Dunlop chicane. Still there. And Christo holds on to it. Wow, 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 wow. That was intense. Still there to the exit to Terre Rouge. Can they hold on to this? What has Teakins got? I mean, you don't make a move into Terre Rouge. You just set yourself up down for the straight. Earlier, just a touch earlier, like a 10th of a second earlier on the brakes there. Slow in, fast out. He's going to be side by side right now. They come down the Hedera straight. Comes down Mulsanne straight, as they say in the English. Who's got this side by side? Teakins in the middle of the track as well for the advantage of the speed. But Christo is on the inside as they will come down. They're almost going to touch. They're almost going to touch.
They really are just side by side. Oh my god. And Christo once again wins just about. And he's having to defend like an absolute animal. Nothing absolutely. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out the words to even say at this point.
And you've got to think about this right now. You've got to think about this right now as they still go side by side. Wychin can see this in front. Wychin can see this. He does not have a horse in this race. He's happy with P3 at the moment. But if these two collect each other, that's a win for Wychin and for the Ford. Christo's gone too hard in the corner. Makes it stick. Teakins might get a better exit here and might make the move. We'll see. He does have a better exit. He might be able to do something, but Christo again goes to the inside. Not what you want to be, especially down to the Mulsanne corner again. Who wants that middle? It's an argy-bargy from the middle. I think Christo's trying to make sure Teakins doesn't get that middle. He doesn't. Tekin does have a nose up in front now. They almost, every time they come so close, you just clench. Comes for the breaking down from Mulsanne. Again, it's Christo. They touch. They touch. They touch. Christo's up. Christo is spun. Tekin's is there. That's good for Wygen. Smith all go through. Kesselhunt won't go through. Christo is now down into P5 in the pros. Tekin takes P2.
Kesselhunt is going to have a prime opportunity to get into 5th, the top 5 for pros. If Adam Christo's not careful, he is actually keeping speed, but that is a spin he did not want to have on the final lap of all things. And now, look at this. Oscar Coper is open to 6th position, passing Will Egby. And it's heating up for the pros. And it's heating up for, I was going to say the amateurs, but they're kind of spread out just at the moment. It is actually heating up for the car 7 and car 77 as they're battling on goal straight right now. 18th and 19th position going toe to toe with each other, looking to see if they can have a scrap. Kind of 77 look on the in rear end of Mark Bailey in the car 7, but he doesn't make the move just this time around. And as you can see,
I'm going to say this right now, the gap is 1.5 at the front. It does not matter. You've got the winner of the amateur, the winner of the pro. They're here, but Wygen is still catching Tekin. I think it's going to be all too late, though. The gap is under a second. Unless it's a slowdown for Tekin, it's going to be his to win. But coming around forward right now, I think for the first time since the end of, well, I can't remember the last time an amateur won a race. But he started on pole. He didn't need to see any chaos behind him. He didn't look at the cool explosions. Harry Wheels will take victory overall. An amateur in the BMW takes the win. And then Tekin will come across in P2. Wygen will come across in P3. But of course, that is the leaders of the pros. Tekin, Wygen, Smith, Christo. That's your top 4. Kesselhunt comes home 5th in the pros. Coper comes home 6th. Egby 7th. Christian Furtz comes over the line for a P2 in the amateurs. Then Dion Phillips and Matt Heatrick will finish the podium for the amateurs. What a final lap! Wow.
it had drama, it had ooze, it had essentially an entire lap almost of just battles. Fortunately, it ended with a little bit of a spin, but that was very good. And as they do the donuts on the line, the customary at this point to finish the race with the donuts. Let's go ahead and have a look at the race results as they come across the line.
I think I can still breathe. Wow. Harry Wills, as you were saying, took the win overall for the amateurs and the overall win for the race. Then into the pros. Milan Tekin wins the pros in P2. Wygen will take P2 for the pros, but P3 overall. Then Ben Smith 4th. Adam Christo 5th. He could have had P2 in the pros, and just a moment there at Mulsanne just ended that chance. Kesselhunt in 6th. Coper 7th. HB 8th. Furtz 9th. That's in amateurs. See, that's P2 in the amateurs. Dion Phillips 10th. Matt Heatrick finishes the amateur podium in 11th. Jonas Dreyer 12th. Neil Butler 13th. Lyndon Lee 14th. Andrew Miller 15th. Liam Ahern 16th. Mark Bailey 17th. Jack Rouse 18th. Jesse Jones 19th. Josh Seymour 20th. Started P2. Thomas Dandridge 21st. Chris Simmons 22nd. Dennis Mesner 23rd. Christian Stockel was 24th. Stephen Fuerter was 25th. Louis Eggerson 26th. And then the last few cars to cross the line. Zachariah Yama just coming to finish their lap 27th. As is Dean Timms in 28th. And Gavin Boyett was unable to cross the line with anybody there, so had to go across the whole lap. Was actually responded 3 minutes 51 seconds behind the leaders, and it's just going to take their time in 29th because Ash Fletcher a lap down in 30th. James Goldstein 3 laps down 31st. Spencer Vick 4 laps down in 32nd. Chris Daines and Marius Yankee 5 laps down each, and Callum Beaumont as well, 33rd, 34th, and 36th respectively. Then the crashes at the start. Armstrong, Newedek, Dodd, Hamer, Shestag, Harvey, Daines, and Sanchez. Whew.
Whew. It was spicy out there. Very spicy. But at the very least, we did get that awesome battle at the end, and it was jam-packed of battles. I think after such a jam-packed episode, we will name a driver of the day.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, just some great drives. Where do we go with this? I mean, Weijen had a great drive to finish where he did. You know, 2 podiums for Weijen. Christo with a great recovery there. I would love to give it to Jesse Jones for that first lap. I think I will. The second race didn't go according to Jesse Jones, but to make all those places up in the first race, to get a P5 after all those places on the first race, I just got to give it to Jesse Jones. It's so, you know, you look at the top, and I just want to say, P2, Teekens, made up 27 spots. Added Weijen. Smith made up 19. Kesselhunt, 22. Copper, 24. Phillips, 30 places, but nothing like that. That's from a grid start. From a rolling start at the back of the field, Jesse Jones goes up in the first race, 35 or 36 places. That's my driver of the day.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. Happened to very quickly type it out. Jesse Jones, driver of the day for the Raidillon TV driver of the day. Now, I'll save your voice because you did both the grids. I'll shill ourselves. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This was RacingSimRigs World Series. If you would like to have your own series broadcasted, go ahead and go to raidillon.tv/contact-us. That is raidillon.tv/contact-us. If you like what you see on our YouTube, please give us a subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there, guys. We're just over 50 away. Give us a like on our YouTubes.
Under 50. Under 50.
Oh, under 50. Ooh.
I know.
Ooh. Under 50. That's great. But if you like what you see, give us a follow on our Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/RaidillonTV. YouTube.com/C/RaidillonTV. Subscribe to our YouTube. Give us a like. Follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. If you can spare a few dollary dues or a few cents, consider donating to us. Links are in the description. And you can also see track cams 22 for the cameras that we're using today. And of course, the title sponsor for this entire series has been RacingSimRigs, bringing the race home. They are the providers of the top prize for this season, and as they have last season. It was great to see them doing plenty of good stuff. It's good stuff. But Craig, did I do it right? Did I shill my heart out?
Yeah, we need to train you. We
Damn
need
it.
to train you. Don't forget the social link at Raidillon TV on Twitch, on YouTube, and Instagram, and Twitter. Our Discord, as per usual. Once again, shout out to TrackCams22, as Rob said. You know, he's getting there. You know, we're training him up. We're training him up. You know, he's gonna get used to the shill. You know, he's gonna get used to it. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for staying with us. Thank you for watching. For everybody there who also stayed from the host earlier on Twitch. I mean, all I can say is my voice is a bit raspy, but I will say this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Thank you and good night, ladies and gentlemen.